settle back in, and it's been really fun being over there.
I've told you 3 times, it still has gas. We have got to go. Please hurry.
Not that big of a deal, Drake, but it is his boat. So thank you, Sal. I got to get going. Without further ado, we got to get to the next moment. Fan caught foul balls for both teams. With 2 strikes against him. No, it's caught. That's why you bring a glove to the ballpark. On a line. What a catch from the young man in pink. The 2-2. More high soaring contact. Escapes the field of play. It's caught in a hat. Oh my gosh, what a catch. Oh my goodness, that lady just stuck her hat out. Wow. She, in the 8th inning, massive spot, just got it out for the party animals.
I had just taken the hat off. And then what happened was, put it up there, held it in 2 hands, and there you go.
Drake, cool moments, cool boat. You're too caught up in the moment. Who's driving the thing?
No, you're right. You're right. The fan caught foul balls are one of the best rules in banana ball. And the late Denise in the hat.
Drake, I can talk about Denise all day long, but dude, the boat.
Right again, AJ. Jordan Brewer has become one of my favorite players in the Banana Ball Championship League, not wearing black and pink. And it's not just the trick plays. He's reinvented first base. It's also the entertainment. The Moana walk-up, we got some behind-the-scenes footage. The tattoo that jumps across there. See anything like that?
Now we're going to do Brewers walk-up, Moana. We know that one for Orlando. We're running the exact same thing there, so we should be able to get set up, ready to go on that.
What happened in Disney and why we're running it back now?
You mean go say, hey, I'm just here so I'll get fine. I just know my part. That's all I'm going to say. I did my part. I was ready. I was ready to go. It didn't happen, but now we're doing it in Jersey.
I'll toss you Eel. We have JD with the hoop this time. And then CJ's going to have the palm tree.
You're right there. Boom. And then yes.
It was too early. The first year welcome was only them. We were in the frame, looked bad. I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
We're split into 2 sides, and you start back here, and then you run it. So get to those 2 sides. So you'll get to here, and he'll be on home. The guys are going to run around you from both sides to pop in on that. You're welcome. And then they'll run off, and then pop in. You're welcome.
Gotcha. So I'm just saying in front of them, like.
Yeah, you'll just be in front of him, and then Peyton will hand him his hook, and then he'll switch it for the bat.
Coming like this one because I'm a righty, now I'm in the box.
That's perfect.
Okay.
You're welcome! You're welcome!
All right, let's do it.
Well, come to think of it, kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I could explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was Maui just messing around. I killed an eel, I buried its guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway. And the tapestry here in my skin is a map of the victories I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Look at that, me, mini Maui, just look at that. Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome for the wonderful world you know. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. Well, come to think of it, I gotta go. Hey, it's your day to say you're welcome. Cause I'm gonna need that boat.
It's okay, it's okay. You're welcome. Oh, before we get to the top moment from this weekend, let's talk about what Brett Carson did on the mound. A strikeout, 2 scoreless innings. He even got former MLB All-Star Todd Frazier out.
And he wasn't even the best Brett pitching this weekend. Complete game shutout from Brett Helton, number 10 for the Party Animals.
That's
look
not
really
what
good.
I was going to say.
What?
This is a show about the Coconuts top moments behind the beach. You can leave that to the Party Animals YouTube. Without further ado, let's roll the top moment. Brett Carson, have yourself a day. Carson's in a 1-1 count. There's 1 away. Dual threat, Brett! Ripped into right! It's back! And gone! Walk-off home run! Brett Carson! The Coconuts win it! On a day Brett Carson took the mound and pitched 2-point earning innings. He hits the walk-off home run. You don't get the nickname Dual Threat Brett without doing them both.
It was awesome. That was the first homer in my banana ball career. It felt awesome. Couldn't come at a better time. How about these boys? You know, shout out to Marksy. No, I was a little leaky, and he was like, hey, stay back a little bit, and that's what we did. Mama, I love you. I know you're watching at home. I love you.
We love you, Mama. We love you, Mama. We love you, Mama.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of Behind the Beach. I'm AJ Switek. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll have you covered with the best moments from Beach Coconut series. But you stayed till the end. We've got a special treat for you. Let's take a look at honorable mention moment from this past weekend. And remember, go Loco, baby.
AJ, the boat.
And now it's time for your Loco Beach starting lineup. Ben, situation, Parker, Jim, Tanner, Laundry, Alex, DJ, Dave, Topless, Jordan, J. Wow, Brewer, Ashby, Angela, Finest, Eric, Crockett, Dilly, Osborne, Sal, Sticky, Jacob, Golden, Holly, Will, Edred.
Wow, look at the utter beauty of Manchester, New Hampshire, right here at Delta Dental Stadium. We have ourselves a treat. It's not just the fans who love Jesse Cole's dream. It's myself, it's Zach Staten, it's the Loco Beach Coconuts and the Firefighters making magic happen again. A night ago, these two teams went toe-to-toe, and for the first time in history, the game was decided by more than 2 points. It was the first time we've seen one of these teams step up to the table and really dominate one another, and it went in favor of Loco Beach. Now 17-16 on the year, it gave them plenty of reasons to dance. Speaking of dancing, let's check out the broadcast booth. I'm AJ Switek doing whatever this is. Zach, not much of a dancer, but we're having ourselves a jolly old time. Zach, even though it didn't go the Firefighters' direction last night, there were plenty of positives, specifically on the offensive side of things.
I think you look at both teams, there's so many positives. There were 17 combined runs and 27 combined hits. The offense did not lack for either team. For the Firefighters, the old saying, you know, it goes, if you can't stand the heat, get off the beach. Well, the Firefighters can stand a lot of heat. What most teams cannot stand is making your own mistakes, and that's what the Firefighters had against them last night that the Loco Beach Coconuts took advantage of. Firefighters cleaned their defense up with a starting pitcher who hasn't made a start in 3 years, and he's ready to get on the bump tonight and go. They might very well find themselves in a 1-1 series going into Saturday night, but the Loco Beach Coconuts, man, they are as hot as the sun that shines down on the sands of their beach.
Well, before we get to tonight, because there is plenty of excitement, as you mentioned, both in the starting pitching, the lineups, lots of changes, we have to do it justice by looking at what happened last evening first, because it was utter domination. This is the most complete 9 innings we've seen Loco Beach play in franchise history. However, it didn't come without a little bit of latency. Right off the bat, the Firefighters gave Drake Fondo and the Coconuts what they could handle. 2 runs in the top of the first inning, but the trick play battle went in favor of the Coconuts early, and they never looked back. After this triple trick play made it 3-0 in the trick play column, they didn't trail again, and Eric Osberg ensured a first inning comeback was on the docket. How about 3 runs to answer the Firefighters 2 and make it a 1-0 game? Then Ashby Vining. Do you get deja vu? Another Coconuts catcher, another walk-off to right. That one scored Gideon Antle and immediately doubled the lead. However, Caden Green was one of the shining stars for these Firefighters last night, just a homer short of the cycle.
They don't call him MVP Nut for nothing, and yes, I did just make that name up on the moment. Look at this, sliding into third, throw gets away from Dane Tofflin, so it's basically an RBI triple of himself as Caden Green comes on in, and guess what? That's not just the first run of the inning, it's the first point of the game for the Firefighters. Give it to me, boys. There it is, axes up, chop hard.
Unfortunately, axes were down. 4th inning, Gideon Antle doing what he does best. Another walk-off for the Nuts after a weird carom on the hot corner. Brings in Jordan Brewer, Ben Parker, given another reason to flex those biceps, make it a 3-1 game, and then the Coconuts continue to see beach balls against Javon Ray. Now a 4-1 game, 1-1 in the 5th, turns 2-1. It was a 4th walk-off through 5 innings. 5 scoring innings to start this game, made it a 4-1 game, but Armando Becerra had the highlight of the evening.
This dude is hot, both in play and looks. Armando Becerra, 3-run shot, gives the Firefighters a hope of a comeback with another point. But then, just as much as the momentum gain, Firefighters had to turn a double play here to get out of the inning, and it's just a bit too late. Coconuts get their 5th point of the night.
C.J. Williams, scoreless 8th inning, 1-2-3 9th inning. Capping off a win with this grab by Ben Parker in center field. Domination from start to finish, 5-2 the final. Jordan Brewer would win the showman of the game. He went 2 for 3, had 4 trick plays, a 2 RBI ball 4 sprint. He filled out the stat sheet and gave those boys plenty of reasons to dance. Speaking of dancing, let's take a look at the final box score. The Coconuts Firefighters combined for 17 runs. The Coconuts only scored 1 more than the visiting team, but the big difference last night was the trick plays. A franchise record 18 for the Coconuts to the Firefighters 4 after they had just had 20 the game before.
I want you to take a peek at this. The Firefighters scored in 4 innings. It is hard to score in the top half of the inning and then come away with not getting any points in the bottom half of it, because you look at the offensive performance, it's right there for the Firefighters. But as you mentioned, the defense and the pitching really went the way of the Coconuts when it counted the most, and that's where the Firefighters have to make up the difference, because you can't repeat 3 for 4 with 3 runs by many other guys other than a guy like my friend, Young Nut.
Well, the Equalizer Point is the newest rule here in Banana Land, and last night the Coconuts denied it by having more trick plays than the Firefighters. However, this beautiful sport that has over 7,000 packing out the tooth here in Manchester, New Hampshire, has 11 rules, and we need to check on each and every one of them. Let's refamiliarize ourselves with the rules of the sport with virtual Jesse Cole.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League!
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field! Oh my goodness!
With the Equalizer Point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taken off for first, throw from Leroy in time.
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They can't caught it on the 3rd point! We're going to showdowns!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat, regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
One more time for your Loco Beach Coconuts!
Fans, I have just received word that there has been a shark sighting here at Loco Beach. But there is no need to panic, because the shark swimming to the mound isn't just any shark. It is 8-month-old Ophelia, tonight's baby shark. One more time for Mommy Shark, Daddy Shark, and 8-month-old Ophelia, tonight's baby shark.
Oh, Manchester! It's time to turn up the temperature. Please welcome the hottest team in sports. Make some noise for the Firefighters! And now, the starting lineup for your Firefighters. Leading off, the hot shot at shortstop, number 2, Caden Peanut Green. In the 2-hole, the designated hitter, DC3, Dalton Cornett. Batting third, manning the hot corner, number 11, Logan Showtime Lacey. In the cleanup spot, ranging left field, number 0, Lamar Sparks. In the 5-hole at first base, number 4, Eric Jones Jr. Batting 6, ranging right field, number 10, Tyrion Premium McDowell. In the 7th slot, the extra hitter, number 7, Mason Mad Max Maxwell. In the 8-hole, ranging center field, number 30, Armando Becerra. Batting 9th, the second baseman, number 24, Dakota Diesel McFadden. And the decky behind the plate, number 12, Zachary Bridges. The flamethrower on the mound, tonight's starting pitcher, number 22, Zach Phillips. The Firefighters are led by Battalion Chief.
Those are the Firefighters starting today at Delta Dental Stadium. Over 7,000 loud and proud fill out the confines here in New Hampshire, and we're just under 20 minutes from getting this thing underway. I don't believe in secrets at the beach, but this is no trick. Last night, the Coconuts made history in the trick play column. We already talked about it, but it was this special. 18 trick plays for the Coconuts, 22 combined because the Firefighters had 4 of them. Jordan Brewer had 4 himself, matching the visiting team. It was a highlight reel defensively from this first-year team.
They were incredible. That dude's a freak athlete right there. I'm so silent because I need to take in Sal Jacobo. Grady Morgan on the mic. I don't know if he knew it, but he was on the mic for that stupendous catch. And then Jordan Brewer can do things with his legs no other human being.
No one else. Loco Beach looking to build off of that success. Sal Jacobo, the man on your screen who hit that phenomenal trick play, caught up earlier today with our very own Michael Schwartz about what went into the moment.
So this is Sal Jacobo, and that was a play he made in last night's game. That probably is, in my opinion and so many others, the best play we've seen this season. You were called disgusting, sick.
That's disgusting. That's sick in the head.
You've been wanting to do that play. You did it at second base, but we never saw anything like that. And you actually told Jordan Brewer before you got to the field?
I did. Yeah, so it was the inning before. I told him, hey, you remember that play I had in Amarillo? Where I went double between the legs, threw it up, and jetered it? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I'm going to try to do it from short. And I said, I'm most likely probably going to spike it. And he was like, all right, just give me a good long hop. That's all I care about, and I'll catch the ball. And so I got the opportunity the very next inning, first batter, and got her done.
I'm trying to be like Sal. Be like Mike, be like Sal.
Do it to him. You just did.
Okay, so bring me through that.
Okay, so I pretty much, as soon as I feel it on my left foot, I go between the leg, transfer.
Yep.
Plant my right, and then I go for a bounce between this leg, and then at the same time, as soon as it bounces, flip over the shoulder, but high enough to where I can jump up, find it, and then catch it midair.
Can I see that for a minute?
Get rid of it.
I should get this on my first take.
Yeah?
You get it here. I'm
Yeah.
a lefty, but I'm going to pretend I got
Okay.
a glove on. That's why I didn't wear a glove.
Yeah.
So here,
And then
between the leg,
transfer.
transfer.
Yup.
Then
between the leg, bounce to the glove.
bounce.
And then flip over the back, jump, and throw it. Yeah.
Looks for this kind of contact. Oh, Jacobo! Oh, that's filthy!
Let's see, Sal. One more time.
One more time.
All right. I'm
There it
contagious
is.
between him, between Brewer. I'm sick. That's nasty. That's disgusting. That's sick. These two, a trick play connection. 70 trick plays on the season so far. I'm getting it coughed, guys. That was sick.
What a night at Loco Beach, and those in the Hilton Garden Inn get front row seats out and left. 18 trick plays last night, a full 10 better than the average on the year. Loco Beach came for vengeance after dropping just their second series since the Open last weekend to the Party Animals. It was clear there was a chip on the Beach's shoulder.
They came with the force here, and what that force was is we're going to deny this equalizer point before there's even a hope of it. And they did that and then some. Again, you look at what Sal Jacobo did last night. 5 trick plays is unbelievable at the shortstop position. Jordan Brewer had 4 over at first base. Again, there's a revolution of trick plays going on at that first bag here in Banana Ball with 4 first basemen this year, already with 40-plus trick play outs. Jordan Brewer leading the charge there with 60-plus.
There's a revolution going on worldwide, and Banana Ball is taking this place by tropical storm. All 6 teams in the league are playing across the country tonight, so I'm going to trust that you're going to stick with us here in Manchester. But if you want to go back and watch the others, maybe you have an extra device, there's other options. Cincinnati, Ohio on ESPN, the Bananas and Clowns, also available in Spanish on YouTube. And how about the Tailgaters, the kings of the trick plays, against the defending champion Party Animals for the second game of their stint in the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, where last night the Party Animals beat the Tailgaters.
There are a plethora of options to choose from here in the Banana Ball Championship League. That's what makes this sport and show so special. I want you to make sure you have 3 to 4 screens out every weekend because there is no action you can afford to miss when it comes to this sport, from Firefighters Nuts to Nanners and Clowns to Gators Party Animals. As my friend Brett Loftus says, where else would you rather be, and what other sport would you rather be part of than Banana Ball?
The only place I'd rather be right now is beachside, but luckily I can live vicariously through Michael Schwartz because he's with last night's home run hitter Armando Becerra.
Yeah, hey, with Armando Becerra, we had a little bit of a chat last night after your home run, but I wanted it to be a little longer. The Firefighters got the bats going early on, but isn't that like the trickiest part of Banana Ball? You can have all the runs, all the hits, but still lose the inning. What were you guys saying to each other during that game last night?
I mean, starting off hot like that and then losing that first inning's tough, but once that happens, you got to just stay locked in and move on inning by inning. There's 9 innings to win in this game, so if you lose one, it's not a really big deal as long as you bounce back the very next time.
We love Banana Ball. It's so competitive, and you are among the top Firefighters right now, first in batting average, first on on-base percentage. We saw it in full action last night with that home run. What is working for you right now?
I mean, honestly, what's been working all season long has been picking good pitches to hit, and right now I'm just on time early on in counts and picking the right pitch to hit.
Why are your sunglasses, by the way, the coolest? Like, I love how it matches the Firefighter brand.
Yeah, I mean, I saw these at store one time, and, you know, I thought it matched perfectly with the bunker, but then with the red lenses, it goes well with just everything. We got flames, we got our bunker neon, so, I mean, I think I just got lucky finding them.
You know, between Sal Jacobo and Armando Becerra, I had 2 pregame interviews with just aura, nonstop. Have a great game. You look great doing it. Back up to you guys, who also look great doing what you do.
I do appreciate that, but Armando Becerra clearly looks so good, and the numbers look even better. Over the last 10 games, Mondo is mashing, to say the very least. 400 average, 531 OBP. That leads the Firefighters in the essentially last month. His 8 RBI, 10 runs, 2 home runs, all in that second spot. It tells you one thing. He's a productive swing at the plate. And again, he had some struggles getting out of the gate, except for the fact that the dude didn't strike out. He had a less than 5% strikeout rate, and he was consistently getting on base. You knew the consistency was coming at the dish, and now it's here. And for the 3rd round pick of the Firefighters in the 2026 Banana Ball Player Draft, Armando Becerra is all business, and he's showing it both in personality with that beautiful dry sense of humor that he has, and also with this way he's swinging the stick right now, AJ Switek.
Becerra has earned the respect and trust of Val Perez as this Firefighters team looks to vault themselves up the league standings. Let's take a look at how it currently stands. X marks the spot, and in this case, the spot is the playoffs. The Texas Tailgaters have already earned their ticket to the dance after winning the first ever Banana Ball Open back in April. Regardless, they still sit atop the standings, but that X means they're already in. So the other 5 teams are jockeying for 3 spots of position. As it stands today, that red equator line separates the Firefighters and Clowns from the other teams that would be in the playoffs. But the good news for the Firefighters, the season doesn't end today. They're just 3 games back of the Party Animals, 3.5 back of the Coconuts.
AJ, what's that number in the GB column by the Savannah Bananas?
Dose.
That's a 2. What's it by the Indianapolis Clowns?
I'm not good. What does that dot mean?
It's 7.5. That means there's 5.5 game separation between second place and last place here in this league. That tells you how close it all is. Again, I don't know how many times I've told you, the Firefighters have played probably more 2-point or less games than any other team, whether they've won them or lost them. That's the way this thing can swing here in the Banana Ball Championship League. As you said, there's one team that can feel real comfortable right now, and that's those Texas Tailgaters, as all these fans are getting comfortable with moving their bodies and grooving here at Loco Beach. But the only team that can feel real good is the Texas Tailgaters. Everybody else, you are still fighting for your food, for your meal, as you wait for October to come by.
We talk about being comfortable. I'm still working on getting comfortable with numbers. Those decimal points, they're really hard.
They don't have those on the beach?
No. Once you get past the 1 digit, it gets really, really difficult.
What numbers do you have at Loco Beach?
Love.
I definitely thought you were going to say 5 o'clock.
And honor. Oh, that would have been better.
I thought, I was waiting for you. I threw it up like the alley-oop, and instead you let it go out of bounds.
Well, Cocoa's taking the field, so we'll talk about numbers later, but I want to learn more about Banana Ball and what makes it fruit by name and sport by trade.
Boys and girls and beach bums from around the world. Since the dawn of time, the world has battled between order and chaos. For every sunny day, there is the roar of the hurricane. With every relaxing day at the beach, there is the sheer force of a tsunami. Nearly 200 years ago, America's pastime was established with a sense of order. For a time, it swept the globe. From Honolulu to Malibu, from Bombay to Monterey, the people came to see it in droves until tradition faded. The people wanted more, something new. Then came a sport that erupted like a volcano. A sport that is of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. A sport that is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 7,000 people here in Manchester, New Hampshire, to get on your feet, hang loose, let loose, and go absolutely loco! Because this is the craziest show in sports. Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball! And now the starting lineup for your Coconuts. Leading off in center field, Ben Parker. Batting second, designated hitter, Tanner Allen. Batting third at the hot corner, Dan Tufflin. Batting fourth, first baseman, Jordan Brewer. Batting fifth, shortstop, J.D. Urso. Batting sixth, right fielder, Gideon Antle. Batting seventh, left fielder, Grady Morgan. Batting eighth, catcher, Ashby Viney. Batting ninth, second baseman, Peyton Chatonier. Batting 10th, your extra hitter, Brett Carson. Your starting pitcher, Zach Smith. Your head coaches, Mark Crocco. Assistant coach, Andy Morales, and Anthony Marks.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to rise if you are able. Please remove your caps and join us in the singing of our national anthem. Coming to sing, Whitney Doucette.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Whitney Doucette.
Let's go Loco, baby. Conga lines forming. It can only mean one thing. We're a matter of moments from the very first pitch between the Coconuts and Firefighters here in Game 2 of this 3-game set in Manchester, New Hampshire. Let's get it going in style, boys. Everyone in sync. The 17 and 16 Coconuts hosting the 13 and 19 Firefighters for another duel between these teams that know each other so well. It's a rematch of the season opener where the Coconuts pulled off their first 9th inning comeback off of Gideon Antle's bat on a big-time 9th inning blast. Last night, they didn't need the heroics. The Coconuts just got it done with ease. And let's look at the defense that mounted 18 trick plays, the most the team has ever had in a single outing. it stays the exact same, and for good reason. Sal Jacobo, the designated fielder, is going to have Brett Carson hit in his place, but this is the exact defense outside of Zach Smith on the hill that saw the Coconuts get their 18 trick plays last night. Grady Morgan, the new face in left, had his first behind-the-back snag. Ben Parker, plenty of trick drills. Peyton Chatagnier, a healthy re-addition to the lineup after the stitches in his left index finger have healed. But it was really the Jordan Brewer show last night. 65 trick plays, that paces all first basemen in the Banana Ball Championship League. Also has him sitting fourth, trailing Sal Jacobo, who has the third most trick play outs in the league, and then a pair of Texas tailgaters. But Zach Smith is set for his second start in his Banana Ball career, and that group on your screen is going to look to protect the hill for number 19. Zach Smith this year has gone 13 2/3 innings of work with a 5.44 MPI, averaging just under 6 minutes an inning. His ERA, 9.22, not where he'd like it to be, but he's coming off of his best outing of the season. He struck out the side in his first inning of his start, then posted a scoreless second, had his plug pulled, but it was a dominant 2 innings from Zach Smith last weekend against the Firefighters that's earned him another nod now on back-to-back weekends for what will be his second straight start and second career start here in Banana Ball.
Last time the Firefighters saw Zach Smith in Scranton, Pennsylvania, they earned a walk-off. Tonight, can they tee him up against a guy who looks like he's found some confidence, especially in that starting role? Coconuts have been searching for that day 3 starter with the in and out of Austin Krasminski, Andy Archer sort of moving back into the bullpen. Drake Fontenot, Will Etheridge seem to have locked themselves into the starting rotation. Might the veteran in Zach Smith have found that third day starting spot? However, how about the bats for the Firefighters? Caden Green, after a total of 1 night underneath the 400 mark, is back at 408. Followed up by Dalton Cornett. Logan Lacey over his last 15 games has been unbelievable. Eric Jones Jr. back at first base tonight on the field, but staying in that 5 spot here in the lineup. And Zachary Bridges in the 10 hole looking for that first hit of the year. Do not let your eyes deceive you. Yes, Dakota McFadden listed at second base. Might he be there? We find out, AJ Switek.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Razor glasses, get your twisty straws intact. I hope you have your popcorn popped and your slushy drink ready, because it is just about go time, and it's officially 5 o'clock in Guam. 7 p.m. Eastern, and that means it's time to start the wave and get this thing underway.
In Banana Ball, every game we start the clock. And at Loco Beach, we start the game with the wave. So I need your help creating the biggest wave this stadium has ever seen. Getting those hands up in the air, starting right here in right field. In 3, 2, 1, start the wave! It's showtime!
Water cannons, over 7,000 doing the wave in unison. It's cinema at the beach and go time here at Delta Dental Stadium. Caden Peanut Green leads off against Zach Smith, who says, "I choose you." Goes to a bender that misses low of the zone. Hector Gonzalez, the Latin umpire, on all social platforms, is behind the plate today as the umpire. Ashby Binding's behind the plate catching for the Coconuts. Eric Osberg day-to-day after hurting his bicep in his 3rd at-bat swing, a double last night. No Dalton Molden for the Coconuts. No Austin Krasminski either. But Peyton Chatagnier's there and ready. How about a double trick play to start where you left off? Jordan Brewer, colder than ice, the Aquaman, says, yep, 1, 2. Double trick play to start the day. Peanuts headed back to the dugout on that effort, and Jordan Brewer continues his dominance on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, we found out with these Loco Beach Coconuts, if there's weak contact on the ground, they're going to have a trick play in the case.
Gideon Antle with a trick play opportunity. Tip drill. Loses it over his own head. Ben Parker's there with backup, but the trick play missed. Gets Dalton Cornett into scoring position, and it'll be very interesting to see how Zach Smith deals with this adversity early.
That'll go down as a trick play missed, as AJ Switek said, and already puts a runner in scoring position for the Firefighters. We've seen it a couple times with the Fire and Flames. When they miss trick plays, it often leads to something not going their way. Can it go the same way for the Loco Beach Coconuts tonight with the Firefighters potentially taking advantage of a mistake? And as I say that, Logan Lacey right back up to shoot. Dalton Cornett rounding, heading home safe. What in the world was that slide?
There was a bat in the way, but Dalton Cornett still gets in to score. So the trick play missed immediately pays dividends for the Firefighters, who have a 1-0 advantage in the first and a reason to celebrate.
Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head. How much I got?
Dancing. Two former Savannah Bananas dancing now in fire and flame colors. That is what this is all about. Logan Lacey, by the way, just continues to dominate. That's his 13th RBI over his last 16 games.
Brings up Lamar Sparks. Chases the elevated heat. Good pitch from Zach Smith to get the train back on the tracks.
7 home runs for the rookie this year. He wanted 8 right there.
Sparks getting on base at a 3.63 clip. Trying to get Logan Lacey's wheels moving over on first. Remember, the party animals and tailgaters had an interesting result last night that could shake up the standings here. And the Firefighters are continuing to take advantage because in Nashville, the party animals took down the tailgaters, which pulled that fight for first place a little closer, but also put the party animals more comfortably into that playoff picture. It makes this a huge game for both of these teams.
Really for the Firefighters too, because you don't want to lose touching distance of that cut line as EJ swings and misses on strike one. This is very much similar to what we saw last night with the Firefighters. EJ again goes for it, where they get a couple runners on and already get some damage done in the top of the first.
Zach Smith gets him to go around. Ashby Vining clamps it for the first punch out of the game. 3 strikes, that's right, Zach Smith. It's a punch out, and he's 1 away from holding the damage to 1. Last night, the Firefighters scored 2 in the top of the first inning, but the Coconuts still won the inning. It's a lethal offense that Smith looks to bring up with just a 1-run hole. However, he's going to have to get through Darian McDowell, the donut batter tonight. Sees his count even at 1s with some help from Ashby Vining's frame.
Okay.
McDowell, fisted foul. This is a real chance for the fans. No catch. Ashby Vining wanted that one to be corralled badly. That's the best opportunity we've seen in this series.
That's about as high up as you're going to see it get over the foul netting. No foul ball is easy to catch, lest, of course, you
bring a glove.
There it is.
Always a good idea. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come to a banana ball game. Me personally, I'd bring a glove. Zach Smith does as well. Thought he had the backwards K. The Coconuts were headed off the field, but McDowell laid off. Wow. And listen to that. There's some Coconuts fans here. Boos are raining in on this call.
Surprising.
All right. I like the sounds of that. Runners off for second. High hopper to the hot corner. Dane Tofflin reels it in. His throw is on the money to Jordan Brewer, but not before the Firefighters bringing a run on a costly trick play missed and right immediately followed by a Logan Lacey RBI single. So, do the Coconuts have another first inning comeback in them? Well, they're going to lean on their lineup against Zach Philly and company, but first we're going to check in with Michael Schwartz.
Hey guys, the pitcher duel matchup in this is wild. Second start for Zach Smith on the Coconuts. It's been 3 years for Zach Phillips, who hasn't started in a game. What's your thoughts going out here to the mound for the first start in that long?
I'm excited. You know, I'm going to treat this just like I do when I come out of the bullpen. I didn't change up anything today. I still ran out with the team, did everything I can. Just going to go out there and, you know, win some innings for my guys.
No thinking, guys. Back up to you. Good luck, Zach.
First start in 3 years for Zach Phillips. He's got a stout defense behind him that only mounted 4 trick plays last night, but they have been quite the group this season. Phillips' first start since July 21st, 2023. He's gone 22 innings of work this year, and it'll be his first start on the 2026 tour.
It was Rancho Cucamonga, California when we last saw Zach Phillips not enter a game via the bullpen. Here he comes here after a weekend in Lincoln, Nebraska, where he struck out 3, went 3 innings, and really dominated the Savannah Bananas. He's got one heck of a defense behind him, led by that beautiful shortstop, Caden Peanut Green, 54 trick plays, the first firefighter ever to get above 50 trick plays. I told you D-Mac wouldn't be at second base. I wanted it badly, but it'll be South Trimble tonight. The Magic Man making some magic in that spot. EJ back at first base. Your outfield changed just a hair with Lamar Sparks in left field, going up against a lineup in the Loco Beach Coconuts that last night put up 15 hits and 9 runs.
Yeah, this defense can anticipate being busy early and often. The Coconuts put the ball in play at such a high rate. It's the league's leader in average, in hits, in doubles, in triples, and most importantly, points earned. That team average of 308 is the best in the Banana Ball Championship League. It's headed by Ben Parker with Tanner Allen on deck and Dane Tofflin in the hole here to kick off the home half of the first.
I want to point out too, by the way, just so we get this on the record, the run that counted for the Firefighters in the first inning will not go against Zach Smith's earned run average, so it won't hurt him too much.
And look at this, Ben Parker sporting his brother Aaron Parker's jersey. He plays for these Fisher Cats at Delta Dental Stadium, has 6 home runs on the year. 6th round pick of the Toronto Blue Jays is seeing his jersey donned by his brother. Larger than life, Parker larger than 4 human beings combined. And he puts a good charge into one into center, but Armando Becerra is in to make the play. Still a special moment for Pumps, who got to wear his brother's jersey, but now has to head back to the dugout.
Essentially, sort of the same way we started last night's game. Ben Parker leading off, fly out into the outfield, but it was right here where things started to get a little sketchy with former SEC superstar in Tanner Allen.
It's sketchy. Tanner Allen doing Tanner Allen things. The league leader in hits, now up to 55. That's 9 more than anyone else in the league. Oh, and here comes the guy with the second most. Dane Tofflin has been otherworldly. And, you know, he put together one of the greatest stat lines in college baseball history when he was with the Indiana State University Sycamores. Strikes that one well foul. Dane Tofflin, in one game with Indiana State, had 3 home runs, a 3-run home run and 2 grand slams, all in the same game. 11 RBI and 3 home runs. You don't do that without special talent. He's brought it now here to Banana Land, where he leads the league in hit by pitch with 12 of them. And somehow that's nowhere near the most intriguing part of the lone Canadian-born player's journey. He's hitting .390, getting on base 49.7% of the time. Comfortably near the top of the Banana Ball Championship League. Second best on the Coconuts, trailing just Ben Parker. Third best in this matchup, Caden Green, is sandwiched between them with a .508 on-base percentage. Tofflin doesn't have to think there. It's an up-and-out miss from Zach Phillips. One, 2. Tofflin chops it to the left side. It's just beyond Showtime's outstretched glove and moves Tanner Allen to scoring position. So back-to-back singles through the left side of the infield put the inning-winning run aboard, and it will be Armani Henderson running in place of Dane Tofflin. You see it, the Coconuts lead the league in hits and continue to pour it on here early with good contact on the ground, bringing up Jordan Brewer.
Darned if you do, darned if you don't there for Showtime. He's hugging the line because they've been burned by a couple hot shots down that corner as Brewer fouls it off. So he's hugging the line, trying to save that. And of course, what happens? Little bouncer right next to him, left side just a little too far out of his reach.
Jordan Brewer using Caden Bowler's bat here. I know that because he's the only one with the yellow bat. So Brewer mixing things up for his first look in the cleanup spot. Last night's showman of the game, a 1-1 count. Spits on an outside miss from Philly. Brewer, a former Big Ten Player of the Year, longtime minor leaguer with the Astros organization. On his rookie campaign in Banana Ball. Unloads, well foul. Do the fans have an opportunity? No, it splashes down in the bullpen. Well, the count evens deuce for the .313 batting Brewer. 1 away and 2 on. Phillips kicks and fires. Brewer squirts it right back into the net. We try the 2-2 again. Jordan Brewer battles off another pitch. This is a good fight being forged because in spite of allowing 2 base runners, Phillips was working very quickly. That was only his 13th pitch of the day, but over half of them have come in this duel against Jordan Brewer because here comes the 7th. Brewer Swing and miss. Strike 3. Zach Phillips goes up the ladder for the second out of the first.
Make that now 4 strikeouts over his last couple of appearances here, and that time goes to the high heat. Zachary Bridges fired up. The Zach-to-Zach connection works perfectly. Now just 1 out away from getting out of a big jam with J.D. Urso up.
Highest he's hit in the order. It's the 5 spot for J.D. Urso. He's hitting .320 this year. Want to note with Zachary Bridges behind the plate, he's one of the more underrated defensive catchers in this league. Really good at framing the banana ball to steal some strikes. He also has a hose of an arm. Stealing tough for the Coconuts today. Bridges, clamp strike 2 against Urso. JD, adamant he doesn't change his approach with 2 strikes. He's the same guy up there regardless of the count. See if it can pay off here. Battled off right over the sweets and into the windshield of a car.
We have lost a lot of banana balls in inning 1.
Coconuts just trying to barrel it up. They're making contact. Got to find a gap here for J.D. Urso. Phillips 0-2. Misses down, really mature take from Urso. That one fell off the table.
Man, you just called it. Zachary Bridges, a great defensive catcher right there. Just safe, potentially moving both runners into scoring position.
Firefighters thought they had strike 3. They don't. Instead, the count evens at 2s, and Bridges almost just stole another. Phillips is smiling. I mean, Bridges has been phenomenal already. Look at that, and it's barely in his glove.
So it's the same song, different verse from the top half of the first inning.
Urso over to Lacey. He wins the foot race to the bag and gets a trick play to boot. Good heads-up play from Logan Lacey. Helps earn the Firefighters the first point of the ball game. It's a 1-0 advantage for the Fire and Flames after this ground out. Leads to their first trick play as well.
Big time point there, especially for Zach Phillips. The confidence is there. You see now moving him to the starting spot. It lends itself productive already for the Firefighters, and that's a good trick play for Logan Lacey. Unassisted out. Let's tag on a TPO to it.
Zach, before we get too ahead of ourselves, what do you say we learn about this venue? Delta Dental Stadium, nicknamed the Tooth, home to the Toronto Blue Jays AA affiliate, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Capacity 6,500. We've got that more than packed out here for Banana Ball. Very short porch and right. It plays favorably for left-handed bats. The park's been around for over 2 decades.
This is as good of a park as they come. And by the way, there's a beautiful body of water next to us called a river. What the river's name is, it's escaping me at this point, but I assure you.
It's called a river.
A river, yes, there is a river. In fact, Merrimack River, thank you very much. Logan Lacey went fishing there on day 1 that we got here, so if you see old Showtime out there with the old rod, he's just doing his thing out there. Zach Smith out for a second inning work. Delta Dental Stadium, it is a tremendous stadium. And now Mason Maxwell, tremendous bat, steps on in to start out our second inning with a Firefighter lead.
Maxwell's up there swinging. He hammers it foul. Both teams have plenty of fishermen. Sal Jacobo, Jordan Brewer. The trick play tandem went fishing in the river as well.
Garrett DeClue, our show caller.
After getting a first pitch strike, Smith falls behind 2-1 in the count.
This is where Mason has been so much better, is the plate discipline, not chasing anything. And as I say, that high heat draws him in.
Got him to bite. 2-2, battled off. It's a weird hop into the stands and functions as a souvenir.
We just saw why Armani Henderson might be the designated runner. Right to him, and it went by him. Just kidding, Armani.
2-2, another good fend off from Mason Maxwell. His game has gotten progressively better as this season's rolled on. He started off slow, but has been hot since. Maxwell looped into the fans, but not caught.
He's just such a tough customer with the stick in his hands this year.
Oh, that's a nice pitch from Smith, but a better take from Maxwell, and we'll need a payoff to start the second. Mason Maxwell down on strikes. It just painted the outside black, and Mad Max can't believe it. He wants a word with Hector Gonzalez. Gets it. He thought it was a little bit low. We see it again. Ashby Vining may have just stole one for Zach Smith, but it's a strikeout to start the second inning nevertheless. Maxwell's reaction says it all. Smith, no doubt that time. Middle in the zone.
That's an awful tough one for Mason Maxwell. But now coming up is Armando Becerra. You've heard about his last 10 games in our pre-show. 400 average, above 530 OBP. Hit a home run last night. that has landed now officially in Maine.
No strikes to play with here for Becerra. The 1-2. Mondo puts it on the carpet. Diving stop shot, Tanya. Traditional 4-3 out to retire his second here.
Man, that was a rocket off the bat of Armando Becerra, but an even better play there from Peyton Chatagnier. And you can see here, there's maybe a temptation to go for a trick play, but with it so hard hit and the way Armando runs, you just got to go get the out.
2 quick ones brings up Dakota McFadden for the first time in the series.
The man is ready to take on hell with a squirt gun.
Nice.
That's what he told me. Like every day.
McFadden's been hitting for contact this season. Also working ball four sprints. There is that contact. Ben Parker, an opportunity. Backflip, catch and a beauty. Ben Parker doing what so little can, but he makes it look routine. Flex those guns. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Zach Smith, punctuated by a backflip catch in center from Pumps.
He's an absolute freak, man. The guy's so athletically talented in just about every phase of this contest, in this game of banana ball and in the game of life. You look at that, he just made that look easy. That's a rookie in this sport doing that.
Ben Parker has made himself a name to remember in his rookie campaign this Coconuts inaugural season. And he's given his bats a prime opportunity now to tie this contest. Any run would walk off the second inning and make this a 1-1 game. The Coconuts have more points than any team in the BBCL. They're going to turn to that lethal lineup.
But,
you know, these fans, Zach, they've been great.
They have been great.
And there's over 7,000 of them here, but somehow Michael Schwartz was able to pick a few to catch up with.
We love our fans. I was passing by Fiona and Delilah, their first game, right? Yep. And they during the pregame, they were, woo! And AJ, you would love this. They were so into the Coconuts roster. Who do you love so much?
Coconuts.
Who on the team?
Number 5.
Number 5, Dalton Malden. What is your favorite part about the game so far?
I love seeing all the trick plays. I like the water gun.
They love the water guns, and all these fans love the water guns. Back to you.
You're right. I do like that. 10 out of 10, no notes. Love you guys. Let's go Loco, baby. They seem ready to do just that. Gideon Antle looking to give those little ones something to cheer about. Philly, on the other hand, wants a second straight scoreless inning. Something's got to give. Antle, first pitch swing. Real chance for the fans, scraping the sky down to the first base side. It takes a hop and isn't caught.
You can see Zach Phillips. He is feeling himself right now. He's in a groove. He's got himself locked in. Oh!
Nope, that's just the fans excited that the third base side won the sing-off, Zach.
Oh, okay. The fans really fooled me on that one. I'm not going to lie. I thought
everyone stood up in unison. I was like, please tell me this gets Zach. Please tell me this gets Zach.
Oh, boy, they did. If you pulled a prank on me, good on you.
Ball gets by. Antle thought about leaving the box, keeps a foot in it. Javon Ray's trying to argue he left the box. He didn't.
He did not. Javon's just playing games over there, just trying to make sure. Look at it. Javon's on a heater today, man. He's felt real good coming into this ballpark.
It's going to be a payoff here from Philly. Antle earns himself a look at another one after it gets off the backboard and back down into the stands. Antle, foul again. It's another good fight against Zach Phillips. Last time he got the better of Jordan Brewer. Now here, ninth pitch of the AB. Gideon Antle shoots it high into the sky. Chance for Eric Jones Jr. And he grabs it in foul ground to retire the long Gideon Antle plate appearance.
Part of the reason why you go get a guy like EJ, the veteran at first base, is for moments like that. Get the out. That's a great battle, though, from both the hitter in Gideon Antle and the pitcher in Zach Phillips. Philly ultimately comes away with the win. And now one of those rare lefty-on-lefty matchups tonight with Brady Morgan stepping on in.
Coconuts, interestingly, this season actually have reverse splits. Their left-handed bats are hitting better against left-handed pitching than right-handed pitching, but here it's a traditional split. Brought in by Lamar Sparks in left for the second out, the bottom of the second inning.
That's a great play, too, from Lamar. I was about to say when he was on first base, the ball four sprint was issued. He's got great speed, and you can see it there. Really not even kicking it into the high gear at that point, just finding a way to get the out. Lamar in left field for out number 2.
Ashby Vining quickly down 0-2. Every day we get closer to him being a girl dad to his firstborn Coast. Trick pitch for Philly. Vining's up there swinging. It stalls up for a while in left center field. Armando Becerra's underneath it. He tips it up, tips it again, and it's just the one trick play for Becerra, but Sparks brings it in. The Firefighters hold the Coconuts' lethal offense at bay. Trick plays now 3-2 in favor of the Nuts, but the game is 1-0 in favor of the Firefighters. However, we have something very special here in New Hampshire and across all 3 games today. We are going to see the same OTT moment, that's over-the-top moment from both teams. We're going to start with the Firefighters, then the Coconuts, and it's up to the fans to decide who waves that flag better. Zach, both teams very committed during rehearsals today to winning this competition. The first time we've had an entertainment competition, and the Firefighters are up first.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champion, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag.
All right, YouTube chat, that's the Firefighters rendition. I love you all and appreciate you spending your Friday here with us. We're going to need your votes on who does it better because Loco Beach has their own version of Wave the Flag. They've been practicing for this moment.
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champion, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag.
All right, so now it's up to the fans in venue, over 7,000 of them, to decide who they think did better. For the cheers for the Firefighters. The cheers for the Coconuts. The in-venue winners are the Coconuts. I think both teams crushed it. 10 out of 10, no notes.
I was about to say, I'm fairly certain this crowd is biased. We need to check. We need to check in for. We need to check for plants. We need to check for people who have been paid off, bribes. Did Coco or Peter Colada, did they threaten a young child or two when that spread?
I can assure you that didn't happen.
Well, maybe Coco didn't because Coco seems nice, but Peter Colada, got my eye on him. He's bald, man. You can't trust bald people, except for Grady Morgan.
Anywho, Zach Smith is about to extend his day and have his longest outing of his young banana ball career, if he can record an out here, because Smith has had his leash extended to the 3rd.
And look at this. It's Zach pitching, it's Zach hitting, and it's Zach calling again. So much going on. It's a Spider-Man meme right now.
Zachary Bridges still looking for his first hit this season. 0 for his first 13. He's made 14 appearances for the Firefighters.
And he reached via trick play, missed in Charlotte, North Carolina. Got all the way to 3rd on that. In fact, cool story, was chasing his brother all the way home on that one as he swings and misses.
Bridges down on strikes. Zach Smith doing the sexy Dexy to send Bridges back to the dugout and turn the lineup over for Caden Green, who got the day started with a single. Green into center. It's down in front of Ben Parker on a 1-hop, making another hit for Peanut in this series, one of the league's leaders in average, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Peanut just continues to crush. 41 hits this year. The most on the Firefighters last year was 43. He's 2 away from already tying that, and we've only played our 32nd game.
DC3's in a 1-0 count after that one missed in the dirt. Cornett, high fly ball, Grady Morgan. First trick play opportunity for him, tipped up to Pumps. Oh, he can't handle it. It's over Ben Parker's shoulder and in and out of his glove. Second trick play missed from the corner outfielders of Loco Beach tonight.
And it's the second time they've allowed Dalton Cornett to reach on a trick play missed. Another tip drill just kind of going awry. Ben Parker trying everything he could. He wanted the hat tip drill. Instead, it goes away from his glove. And now, with just 1 away, showtime with 2 on.
Lacey has the game's lone RBI to this point. He brought in the run that led to a point back in the 1st inning. Brett Carson thought for a second that one was going to hit him in the bullpen. Carson's getting warm for the Coconuts. This likely Zach Smith's final inning to make another scoreless one. No earned runs to his ledger yet because the run that scored in the top of the 1st came on a trick play missed. Lacey thought about going 0-2, but wisely just stalls it up.
You can clearly see Smith trying to work a slider-ish kind of pitch away.
And it works. Slider away, right back to the well. Logan Lacey may have to take a page out of Zach Staten's book. You saw that one coming.
Yeah, you can see it. Anytime he gets into a 2-strike count, Zach Smith is working away, and the Firefighters right now swinging after it. But also, we've seen a couple of those away pitches really away, called for strikes. The Firefighters have to protect what they think the zone is.
1-0 turns 2-0 with 2 away for Lamar Sparks. 1 for 1 today. He drills this one into left. Grady Morgan's going to have his arm tested. Peanut Green in to score. There's no relay. It's an RBI single for Lamar Sparks. The Firefighters have their 2nd run of the game. First of the 3rd inning. It comes with 2 down.
Before I tell you more about my friend Lamar Sparks, let's dance again, why don't we? That's right, boys. That's right, ring around the rosy, hit a pose, and then there it is. Tiny, BK, Christian Dearman. And what about my friend, Big Star Lamar? Already with a pair of singles today. And that one, his first RBI of the night. Firefighters have scored now in 2 innings. Right now, they lead this one 1-0 with a chance to tack on a little bit more in the inning.
Former Savannah Banana, Eric Jones Jr., after the best series of his banana ball career last weekend, is 0 for 1 today. Makes a big hack with no contact to even his count.
Yeah, that slider is eating it up right now.
Smith goes right back to it. That pitch is working and working well. It's really good to see this confidence and comfort from Zach Smith.
Finally, EJ seems to be the one that realizes, don't do it!
Get a rocky start to the season, but has looked very comfortable as a starter now on back-to-back outings and has a chance to just have the 1 earned run against him here in the 3rd. He can find a strike against EJ. 2-2. This is low and away, went back to the slider, and Eric Jones Jr. has learned his lesson. Payoff. Runners off to the races, and it's drilled foul. We'll try it again. With it being a 3-2 count and 2 away, runners are going to be moving the second Zach Smith starts getting into his motion, so it makes it that much more important to find the strike zone, because otherwise both will likely score on a sprint. He does find the zone. Sheldon to left, Grady Morgan dives and can't corral it. It's an RBI single for EJJ, doubling the Firefighters' lead in the third, making a 2-run inning on a well-struck ball to left.
Eric Jones Jr. The guy is an animal at the plate right now. See him work it back full and then get something he likes. Grady Morgan makes a great opportunity play at this just out of his glove reach. That's why it's a single, because it would have been an awfully difficult.
Darian McDowell, the donut batter, just started by fouling the first pitch to him right back, and now he's down 0-2, so you're ready to hear some noise. His fans aware that they're a strike away from free Dunkin' Donuts in venue. Can it be back-to-back nights with the donut batter down on a K? Well, we'll have to wait another pitch to see.
Lamar got all the way to third, by the way, on that hit, so another runner still in scoring position.
There it is, free donuts. The Dunkin' Donut batters down on strikes. How about 5 strikeouts for Zach Smith in his 3 innings of work? However, the Firefighters played a pair in the top of the third. But Smith gets the last laugh, and the fans get the last donuts. The donut batter is down on strikes for back-to-back nights. The Coconuts continuing to make new fans across the country. T-shirts now being tossed as well as donuts into the grandstand. Now, before we continue to talk about this game, it's time for my favorite part of every Banana Ball game. We're going to go down to the field with Chrissy Sloss to honor Bananas Foster and a family right here in the New Hampshire community.
And now down to the field with our Banana Foster representative, Chrissy Sloss.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we get to celebrate the Del Greco family. Across New England, there are nearly 20,000 kiddos currently experiencing foster care. So as a young couple, Katie and Bethany made sure that they had a lot of love to give and wanted to open their home as a licensed foster family. Over the last 5 years, they have welcomed 14 children into their home and adopted 5 into their family. Fans, please join me in celebrating this incredible foster family for making a difference right here in your community.
What a moment and what an impact the Del Greco family's had, welcoming 14 different children into their home. As always, if you want to get involved and support Bananas Foster, it's as simple as texting the word BUNCH, that's B-U-N-C-H, to the number 50155, and you can support Bananas Foster today. It's fans first by every definition of the phrase, and let's go from one top moment to another with the backstage question of the day.
At Banana Bowl backstage with 9-year-old Grayson, and Grayson is from, tell him.
I'm from Methuen.
Okay, all right. He's from Massachusetts, and Grayson has a question for Coconuts pitcher Drake Fontenot. What's the question?
What's his favorite ice cream and why is it his favorite ice cream?
All right, Drake, what do you got?
Ooh, my favorite flavor of ice cream is strawberry because I've had it for so long and it's really good. And you can also throw chocolate in there and it pluses the experience.
It is really good. And Drake Fontenot always looking to plus the experience. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. The Firefighters lead the game 1-0 and the inning 2-0 because their offense has picked up right where they left off.
It has been exceptional the way the Firefighters have hit with runners in scoring position tonight. Again, want to point out, Zach Smith has given up 3 runs, but none of them are earned because they've come off of trick plays missed. Not directly, but indirectly, so that doesn't go against the ERA of the rookie here in Banana Ball, but the veteran Savannah Banana. But now another veteran Savannah Banana, and Zach Phillips has a 2-0 lead to play with, and already one pop to God.
Chatagnier still hustling it out. And that's why it's down in the Bermuda Triangle. The throw to second's not in time. That's a hustle effort from Peyton Chatagnier, a guy who would do anything for the beach, wiping off that hand that has stitches in it because he just raced all the way into second on what's going to go as a double because this ball wasn't touched.
Yeah, someone's got to make the call there. I think there's a lot of miscommunication between EJ and South, and this is one of their first times really playing next to each other at first and second, so you learn the rhythms. But someone's got to make the call there, as now Brett Carson steps in, a guy who was just warming up in the bullpen, now has to get himself set for a potential game-tying swing.
Carson trying to help himself out on the mound. He's likely aware that he's going to be pitching next inning. That's why he's called dual threat Brett. He does them both and does them both well. Last time he was on the mound, it was 2 scoreless innings last weekend against the Party Animals. Also had the walk-off home run on game 1. More of a staple in this lineup now. Dual threat Brett is down on 3 pitches. Strike 3 swinging, comes away, and Zach Phillips gets his second K of the day.
That's what makes Philly so special there, is he can just work you quick when you're already a little bit behind. He just goes away again. Another slider, diving off the table to the opposite side of the plate. Big time out there with a runner in scoring position as we turn the lineup back over.
Both pitchers have loved their spinners early. Philly goes right back to it, but can't paint the outside corner.
Lifeguards.
Hey, May and Summer and Chris. All crucial parts of the cast here at Loco Beach. Hyper talented. What they're able to do with their bodies, it just boggles my mind. If I could have 10% of that flexibility, I think I'd be going places. I don't know where, but places. 3-0 for Pumps. He finds himself in these spots all the time. Daring Phillips to throw him a strike. Parker's off to the races. Don't be surprised if he wants a second bag. Peyton Chatagnier's in to score. Parker gets halfway to second before stalling up, but it's an RBI ball 4 sprint. Ben Parker could tie the inning with his feet. Tanner Allen can win it with the long ball.
Yeah, I want to wait for the official scoring on the Chatagnier thing because I can see it either a double or an error. We've been told officially doubled by now, but I'd like to go back and take a peek at it. But either way, that's where defensive miscues come back in, as Tanner Allen, who's already got a single tonight and was excellent last night, comes back in here.
TA, big swing and miss. This is a guy who was drafted on 3 separate occasions to the MLB. 2021 National Champion, SEC and National Player of the Year. He has so many trophies in his house that he has to have a trophy room. There's not many people like that out there, guys. Hyper talented, great addition to Banana Ball. Philly has him with no strikes to play with.
Mississippi State at the plate, Ole Miss on the mound.
SEC battle here in New Hampshire, and it goes to Philly. He sits Tanner Allen down. It's a 3rd strikeout for Zach Phillips on the day.
I want to go back and take a look at the replay because I got a feeling I know what this was. Yep, chased him with the high heat. Tell you what, batters in the Banana Ball Championship League really like to see fastballs coming up, and boy, Philly knew it right there. Gets the Ole Miss strikeout, Dane Tofflin to the sky.
Could earn the Firefighters a second point. Armando goes for the trick play, and there is Darian McDowell to secure just that. It's a trick play and out number 3. Now a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Fire and Flames, who have come out for vengeance after starting slow yesterday. They're leaving no doubt right now. The Firefighters have a 2-0 lead after winning the 3rd inning, 2-1.
And it's a great play there from Darian McDowell. Being right there, the ball came a little wonky off the glove of young Armando Becerra. But you know what? That'll play. Firefighters 2-0, and they just tied the trick play count up at 3 apiece.
Brett Carson's taken over on the mound. We just saw him at the plate strike out against Zach Phillips. Now he's going to be asked to get it done with his arm. But first, we're going to go down to the field because it's time for a proper jam session with the official band of Loco Beach sitting on Saturn.
I'm walking and stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands and know you're the one. Body beats, I stain the sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she's starting to cry. Let me go on, like a blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands and now you're the one.
Give it up for City on Saturn.
Gosh, those guys rock. Got my hair a mess because I'm just head rocking up, down, up, down, up, down like Tanner Allen. Let's focus on Brett Carson, the lefty on the hill. He's gone 11 innings of work this year, 412 the minutes per inning. 9.82 is what the earned run average reads. Got 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the fourth. It starts with Mason Maxwell, who after hearing that great rendition of Blister in the Sun is down 0-1 in the count.
Mason thought he had a ball four sprint in his first plate appearance. Turned out to be strike 3 and quickly down 0-2. And you can see he's not real happy with where the strike zone is. A lot of it leaning away from the lefty.
Carson, 3-pitch strikeout to start his day. The lefty comes out of the pen and earns a boogie to boot. Mason Maxwell 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Brett Carson showing one of the threats on display. Dual threat Brett, as he's known around here. 6 strikeouts to his 8 sprints this year, but now he's got 7 after getting the better of Mason Maxwell. There's no better confidence boost for a relief pitcher than striking out your first batter faced, especially on 3 offerings. Becerra trying to mess with his tempo a little bit, scrapes the sky and tickets it for the seats. Matchsticks on the board, 1-1 count, 1 down. Turns 1-2. Brett Carson looking really good. One of the more underrated assets on this Loco Beach team. Lone 2-way player on the club. That one right over our head, Zach, for a second, a split second. I thought we might have a chance at it.
I was going to bat it down no matter what. It's Armando.
I was ready to make a play. I brought my glove. Always
no, you
do.
Didn't.
Always do.
Is your glove your bag?
It's in there.
Is it? Okay. Right next to Yoshi?
No, Yoshi's right here. And he says hi.
He does say hi. Mondo, really, really good eye there on the outside corner.
Rub Yoshi. Didn't work there. Count fills. Payoff spot for Brett Carson. What'll be his 10th pitch of the day in his first inning of work. Darcy blows. It misses, and Armando Becerra's got himself a ball 4 sprint. He's not stopping at first. Becerra wants 2 bags, and he's got it with ease. It's a 2-base ball 4 sprint for Armando Becerra. So Carson, after striking out Mason Maxwell, allows 2 bags on a sprint to Becerra.
That's that Miami speed coming out, the South Florida speed from the South Florida kid going in. He is as aggressive as they get on the base pads. You knew as soon as he had the ball 4 sprint, he wanted to, and he gets himself to diesel out.
Dakota McFadden absent from the lineup yesterday. Hitting today, not playing the field. Hit into a trick play in his first try. Now in his first look against Brett Carson, McFadden, deepest part of the yard. Ben Parker gets to it on the track for out number 2. It's an easy 90-foot advance for Armando Becerra. And welcome to Loco Beach. It's the top of the 4th inning. There's 2 outs. And that can only mean one thing. I hope you're ready to get wet.
What?
It's tsunami time.
The only
tsunami I like. The one right here at Loco Beach. Water cannons on, sprinklers activated. Let's get wet and wild. This has been Banana Ball, live and in living color. Sometimes you just want a rainbow. They're all over the yard. The sun shining through the sprinkler system. Carson misses low. It's 2-0. He can't afford a sprint here. Give the Firefighters a run with the speedy Becerra on third.
This is the biggest opportunity Zachary Bridges has had this year at the plate.
Over Brett Carson's glove. This is a tall task for Jacobo. His sidearm throws on the money, and it's a scoreless top of the fourth. Tsunami alert activated. Brett Carson has arrived. It's a scoreless frame for him that includes a punch out. And this play behind him by Jacobo, who stays sharp and short.
Man, that is such a tough play. Zachary Bridges, hard 90 down there. Thought it might be slow enough to just award him the base, but either way, Sal Jacobo, it's why you see he's one of the premier stars at shortstop. As we say, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you might be. Hello,
and
to the small child.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, sure.
Get ready, get those steps in. All right, here we go again. One more time. Manchester, give yourselves a round of applause.
Well, after Hey Baby was formed on the Mayflower back in 1650, I don't think anyone imagined that it would be any bigger than it once was in New Hampshire, but it just was. How about 7,000 doing it in unison? Just take a look at the strikeouts, already 8 of them in this game. Both pitchers wheeling and dealing a pair of Zach. Smith had 5 of them. Carson's got 1. Phillips has 3, and that means I need to work on my math because there's 9 total.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's going on here? That means there's 7, and actually there's 9. But both Zachs have been tremendous. Brett Carson coming in relief, gets himself a strikeout. But really, this shows how important some of these quote-unquote bullpen games that you see in Banana Ball, how important they can actually be. Because Zach Phillips right now, this could very well be an audition for a larger role, much like we've seen with Zach Smith, who looked right the part tonight with 3 runs, none of them earned.
That's a great point, Zach, especially with the absence of Bradford Webb and what we saw from Austin Temple yesterday. If this is the Zach Phillips we're going to get moving forward as a starter, it's hard to move away from it. Can he make it a 4th straight scoreless? That won't help. It's a line drive into left that splashes down for an extra base hit. Jordan Brewer stretching for second. It rolls all the way up to the base of the wall, and it's a stand-up double that gets the inning-winning run into scoring position. Oh boy. I hope you're ready for walk-up time. I sure am. Hit it, JD Urso.
I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do they love it on a daily. Say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. But that ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the ground up, now my hands, they ain't so greasy, feel me? Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. I'm on vacation every
That song rings so true. Every single day here truly does feel like a vacation. And how lucky are we to be at Delta Dental Stadium for this spectacle. J.D. Urso, no notes. Now he's got a chance to walk it off and cut the deficit in half after that signature walk-up.
J.D. Urso, the fact that he's only at the plate tonight, given how good of a fielder he is, shows just how special he's been with the stick in his...
Oh, man, right off of Philly's lower half, J.D. Urso has an infield single. That can't feel good. You got to hope Philly's all right. Sorry, Zach. That just, life comes at you fast.
Yeah, yeah. I think Philly protected himself with the arm. He's given the thumbs up.
Good.
I don't see our trainer, Sydney Neighbors, coming out too far. She steps out of the dugout just for a moment.
Oh.
Yeah, good Lord, man.
Looks like you got him on that front thigh.
That's what they're calling it these days, huh?
What they used to call it.
Yeah, I think Philly might have gotten the forearm down, too. It's a non-throwing arm, which helps.
Antle walks off the 4th inning. Line drive single. Plates Jordan Brewer and the Coconuts have their first point of Game 2. Gideon Antle, 2 games, 2 walk-offs. The Mid-American Conference product cuts the deficit in half and gives Will Etheridge a reason to dance. You can't see the video board, but he's imitating an AI robot. And he is scary accurate. Are you kidding me? Will Etheridge was made for this. Oh, Will. Ending with a tumble. And that's what I'm talking about. Go Loco, baby. It's now a 2-1 ball game, still in favor of the Firefighters, but Gideon Antle climbed the ladder on high heat and flipped the bat knowing what he had just done.
He is armed with a sharp wit and even sharper personality. He's the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of arts and crafts. Please welcome Scissors. And his opponent, all the way from Scranton, Pennsylvania. He's the only competitor to fold under pressure. He is Paper. And last, but certainly not least, he has the mobility of a parking curb, and he's never lost an argument with a window. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock! Gentlemen, I want a clean and fair fight. No funny business. 3, 2, 1, go! A double headbutt. The Rock is looking good, and now a double clothesline. He is taking this competition. A kick to the gut. Will they be able to suplex him? Oh no, they've hurt their backs. Scissors and Paper have hurt their backs. He ducks under a clothesline. Super kick to the face. Paper gives Scissors a claw. Will he be able to hang on to it? No, Scissors kicks out. And a Samoan drop through the table. For the cover, 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Scissors is the winner.
Did we just witness a tables match on live television?
I think
that was a double clothesline.
I shouldn't be this entertained, but I think 100%. That's my favorite mid-inning promo I've ever seen. Oh my God!
It's a Samoan drop right through a table.
Oh, Bill's Mafia. They think they break tables the best. No, actually, Scissors does. That was something, and by something I mean the best thing. Peyton Chatagnier, did you just watch Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Man, that was Rock, Paper, Scissors. Did I watch the same thing you guys watched?
They were wearing rock, paper, and scissors costumes.
See,
You're watching from
smart.
second.
I'm not that, yeah. You have to explain that
smart.
one to
It's
me.
crazy. We got the best view of them all. Peyton, I want to know, with Zach Phillips on the mound, both Ole Miss Rebels, what's it been like getting to go against him now
Man, it's
in Banana
awesome.
Ball?
He's a little bit older than I am, so I never got to play with him. But still an unbelievable pitcher. Obviously really good for Ole Miss. Ended up getting drafted. Still got life on the fastball. He looks really good.
Was there any part of your Ole Miss Rebel heart that was like, you know what, that was cool to see him strike out a Mississippi State guy in Tanner Allen?
No, not at all.
I knew it.
Not at all. I'm sorry. And I hate State. But I love the Coconuts more than I hate State.
Great answer. Jacobo getting nifty with it. The throw over. Doesn't have him beat. Kelly Dine says he's safe. What do you think, Peyton?
Yeah, I think he was safe. I think he was.
I appreciate the honesty in that.
No need to waste a challenge there.
Got the best view of them all. We get another look up here in the booth. Yeah, he's safe.
Yeah,
good call,
I don't
Peyton.
know who it is. Yeah, hey.
Here comes the firefighter of the night. Captain Ken Nelson.
"27 years in the Manchester Fire Department for Captain Ken Nelson. Has done just about every job you can possibly think of here. Peer support team assisting numerous members over the years who deal with mental health issues as well. We talked about that certainly when the Coconuts and the Firefighters have met, particularly last month with Will Etheridge. Such an important topic.
You want to take him?
Even important role here, even more important role here for Captain Ken Nelson.
Not to do a hard pivot, because that's my favorite moment of every Firefighters game. But Peyton, I just heard you talk to Sal and say you want to take him. Can you explain what you're communicating?
Yeah, we got Dalton up, left-handed batter. We're kind of not like a crazy shift because we're in double play depth, but I'm over enough where it's going to be hard for me to get to second. The ball hit to Dane, so we're just going to have Sal take it. Where is it? Oh, jeez.
Shot into a silo. Peyton makes this a double trick play.
I'm here. I'm not here because you got it.
You are here, but Gideon does it the old-fashioned way after missing a trick play earlier. Peyton, I'm sorry to have aired this out and made it a personality trait, but YouTube is dying to know.
Yeah.
Are you back to wiping with the normal hand, and what was that like?
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, not yet. Believe it or not, your finger's very sensitive. Hold on, I gotta catch my breath.
Are you okay?
No. Okay, what I was trying to say was that your finger's very sensitive. And I tell you what, like just touching up here, I can just feel it shooting to the top of my finger. So no, not quite yet, and it's very awkward. It kind of crumbles, and I hate that. I'm more of a folder, not a crumbler.
I hope you realize how impressive it is that you're unable to wipe, but able to play 9 innings of banana ball.
Well, I like to think about it like I might get maybe at most 4 or 5 ground balls a game, right?
Well, you might have one here. Nope, Carson goes to Jacobo, over to Brewer. They just get him on the fielder's choice, but there's 2 down.
Nice play.
Peyton, you started the season at shortstop. Sal's taken over there. What's it been like getting back to second where you played the majority of your college career?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, truly, I don't care where I'm playing. I just love being on the field. Sal's an unbelievable defender. It just made sense, I think. It's a little bit better. He's got a better arm than I do. And I think it helps out the Coconuts. That's all I want to do.
Peyton, you and I share a lot of commonalities.
Yeah, we do. Super tall.
Yeah, we're both super tall.
Yeah.
We're both super athletic,
That's
those
right.
kinds of things.
Yep.
But you and I also have last names that get mispronounced a lot.
Yeah.
Tell me the funniest way someone has mispronounced Chatagnier.
So there's two stories here. I used to get a lot of Chatagnier.
Okay.
But then I met some folks down in Louisiana, and they say, oh no. Hold on, sorry. Sometimes I have to focus in this game.
That's okay. That's understandable. It's the super athletic part of you coming out again.
That's right, exactly right. Anyways, whenever I'm down in Louisiana, they say Chatagnier. That's how you're supposed to say it down in the bayou, Chatagnier.
Chatagnier.
Yeah, I don't say that.
Chatagnier. I might have to use that for your first yard call.
Sounds great.
Chatagnier, okay.
Coming up soon. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, it's going to happen. Peyton, you are such a natural on the mic and juggling what's playing down there.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You have any experience? Were you ever mic'd up before you came to Banana Ball?
That's one of my favorite parts about Ole Miss is their media team. That's how I first found out about Ole Miss. They got a little YouTube series called The Season, and I just love that. I love the personalities that they got to show, because that's what I love doing. That's why I think Banana Ball is so awesome. Runner!
Multiple runners get a 90 feet advance, so there's no force anywhere but first anymore.
But that's why I love Banana Ball. You can show your personality, have a ton of fun. This is the way the game's meant to be played.
Agreed. I love how it humanizes the athletes as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, Peyton over his head and into right center field. Eric
tall.
Jones Jr. drives in a pair with a 2-out single. Firefighters offense staying red hot.
Yeah, they're kind of hitting today, huh?
Yeah, we are. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Peyton Chatagnier. Do you know the song The Middle by Jimmy Eat World?
Oh, yeah, my favorite song. I play that all the time. How's it go?
You want to listen to it real quick together?
Is this it?
This is it.
This is yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh, let's do this. Let's do this together, Peyton.
Okay,
let's lay out for a moment.
I'll know it. I'll know it. Yeah, or something, yeah. Okay, try your best. Know that part.
Do everything you can.
Doesn't matter what they tell themselves when you're away.
I got this part.
Go, Noah!
It just takes some time.
Is he not the most
Yeah,
impressive specimen you've ever seen?
Impressive. I thought you were going to say good looking.
Oh, dude. Don't you get me started, Peyton Satsanye. He is as dreamy as they come, but he's also fast.
What do they say on the mic whenever it's y'all's home game? Something like, he steals your girlfriend, or what is it?
He's your girlfriend's favorite player.
Oh my gosh.
Line drive, Grady Morgan. Johnny on the spot brings it in. Peyton,
Nice
thank
job,
you so
baby.
much for taking the time to talk to us.
Love
Want to
you
leave the
guys.
fans with a
You
message?
guys are awesome.
Thank
Go
you,
nuts.
Peyton. Get that wiping hand healed up now.
I'll try my best.
Thank you, Peyton. Without further ado, let's throw it down to lobster roll. I mean, when in Rome, or Guam, or New
Team
Hampshire.
Lobster with Dominic and Ian. Here's how this is going to work. They are going to run to their partner, where they must lay on top of each other and roll their way to that finish line. On your marks, get set, go! It's claw and claw right now as they mount their partners. Lobsters have an early lead. They're rolling, they're going. Crabs are taking it away though. Crabs are rolling their way, clawing towards the finish line. They're so close, but they're slowing down. But there's nothing that can stop them. Give it up for their winners, the Crabs! The losers will be boiled.
Five innings of work now for Zach Phillips, by far the longest outing he has had with the Firefighters, and it comes in one of the most critical times. Hello, Mark Crocco.
The bowler board is how we kick off the bottom of the fifth inning. To put it into perspective, Zach Phillips entered today with only 22 innings pitched on the season. He has put on a show, allowing just 2 runs and 1 point. But now he's got to face off against a guy with a hovercraft from the future, Caden Bowler, on his signature ride. Wanted me to give a shout out to all the doctors he works with in medical sales. While we're on medical shout outs, I would also like to give a shout out to Ruth, who's currently in hospice. I know she's tuning in tonight, and Ruth, I hope you know it means a lot to me and Zach that, you know, even during hard times, you're able to find some solace here in Banana Land.
We absolutely love you, praying for you, thinking of you. Hope you're having a ball watching tonight.
How could you not? We got the bowler board, baby. Caden Bowler fights it off. Falls off, trying to hang 10. Ashby Vining taught me what hang 10 meant. I think I might have used it right.
I hope you did. That's not like an untypical phrase.
2-2. Bowler's down on strikes. He rides the board back to the dugout. Zach Phillips, that's his 4th strikeout, and you can just see the moxie. It's all over his face. It's written all over him right now because he's feeling himself. This is his best outing of the season by a sizable margin. Ashby Vining, home run in a silo, but this one's going to stay in the field of play plenty. It's cranked into the sky. Armando Becerra tips it up again. Oh! Great recovery. It's just the one trick play, but Lamar Sparks makes sure of it. Firefighters, for the first time in this series, have the trick play advantage. It's 4-3 after this double trip. Double trick, double tip. Single trick, double tip, blah, 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 blah. Numbers, words hard. There's 4 trick plays now for the Firefighters. Lamar Sparks, really nice job to grab that barehanded. Here's Peyton Chatagnier after we heard from him. This is the exact contact he got to second on last time. Firefighters learned their lesson. The Magic Man, Smoke, able to reel it in for a quick 3-up, 3-down inning. So quick, it only was 1 minute 38 seconds from Zach Phillips and the Firefighters win the inning again, now a 3-1 advantage for the black and green.
This is as urgent a performance as Zach Phillips may have ever had in his banana ball career, and he has come out shining. 5 innings of work, he's gotten 4 strikeouts and induced 4 trick plays. This is one of those nights that you realize when he made it down to the 6th round in the banana ball player draft, this is why you take the veteran. What a performance, what a show for Philly.
And on the topic of Zach Phillips, you know, I talked with Coach Crocco before the game today because obviously he coached the visitors, and he told me that, you know, last year there were really only 3 forearms in the entire league that he felt induced fear in other bats. 2 of them are on his staff. He made sure to go out and draft him in Austin Krizminski and C.J. Williams. He couldn't draft Danny Hosley because he was already being brought back to the Bananas, and the other was Zach Phillips. He said he saw that when guys went in the box against him, it was a different approach, and you're seeing it tonight in full fashion.
It's because Philly goes and attacks. He goes and attacks not just with what he throws at you, but at the speed. He's not going to slow down for any reason at all. And speaking of speeding, the guy on the mound is 1 of 1 in speed, Kyle Perry.
It's the fastest pitcher in the Banana Ball Championship League. I'll take it a step further. This is the fastest pitcher in the world as it stands. Kyle Perry, truly 1 of 1. His minutes per inning are the lowest, not only on the staff, not only in the Banana Ball Championship League, but I think it would be very tough to find anyone in the world who averages a quicker half inning than Kyle Perry, who does it in under 3.5 minutes on average as it stands. He's gone 19 innings of work. That ERA has plummeted. It's come down week after week after week. Kyle Perry has stepped into his role, and I talked to Crocco again. We're talking about guys I talked about. Me and Mark Crocco can talk banana ball all day, but we talked about Kyle Perry earlier this week, and Mark looked me right in the eyes, the coach of the Coconuts, and he said, it is his time. It is Kyle Perry's time to be unleashed, and this is why. Little flare shot to short, broken bat. Jacobo with the laser beam beats out Mad Max. He moves to 0 for 3. Peyton Chatagnier fielded the barrel, and the trick play battles even at 4s.
Thought for a moment, Mason just let entirely go of the bat. It broke right at the handle. But you look at this already. There's just a smooth difference in the way the defenses are playing. 18 trick plays last night, just 4 for the Coconuts.
And you're already seeing how quick Kyle Perry works. 2 pitch out for Mason Maxwell. Set for his 3rd pitch to Armando Becerra. Misses outside. I talked to Kyle Perry. He told me, AJ, I throw 2 pitches, man. At this stage in my career, I throw a fastball and a slow ball. Well, both have been working and locating for strikes this season. This is a long strike off Becerra's barrel. The left-handed stick hit a 3-run home run last night. He's 0 for 1 today. Perry trying to make it 0 for 2. Can the fans help him out? Real chance on the first base side, but it takes a huge hop off of a seat. Perry, 2-2. Oh, that's close. But Becerra wisely holds off to fill the count. Armando, line drive, but Sal Jacobo stays special. Oh, man. So casual, beach-like. What's typically a saltwater single is snagged by the shortstop, Salamander Jacobo. Always in the right place. He's just got an otherworldly sense for the sport, and there's quickly 2 down. Dakota McFadden following off the first pitch to him.
That's ridiculous party animal on party animal crime. Again, Armando could not have hit that any better.
McFadden down to a knee to get to it. And it's another Kyle Perry 1-2-3 inning, coming with a pair of trick plays. Peyton Chatagnier, Jordan Brewer make it a 3 trick play inning. The Coconuts, just as quickly as they surrendered their trick play lead, have the margin right back in their favor. It's a scoreless frame for Kyle Perry, and his defense adds a trio of tricks behind him.
And as we go into our salute to service, where we give a salute to all the great people across so many different professions who give to our communities and our country, whether it be serving as a firefighter or, like a lot of my family members and a lot of family members of Banana Ballers, school teachers. There's a big salute that's going to have to be made here if the Firefighters get out of this inning clean to Zach Phillips, who has just come back out for his 6th inning of work. I mean, this is as special a night as you're going to find here if he gets away with a clean inning here. That would mean he earned all 3 points tonight, and would have given up just one. Again, that's a tall task with this Coconut order. But what a job tonight. This is a guy who was not called to do much more than maybe 2 innings in relief. And tonight, he is going into his 6th inning on the bump. And outside of 1 inning, has looked very comfortable, has gotten out of some jams, has gotten in some really big situations and come up even bigger.
The underlying story there, Zach, is the fact that what was meant to be a bullpen day is actually turning into a luxury because the Firefighters now have a plethora of arms at their disposal, not only for the rest of today's game, but for tomorrow's game. They're going to have their pick of the litter because Philly's gone 5 innings, now out for the 6th. And look at this. Oh my goodness. Eric Osberg with a strained bicep has just been put into the game. You want to talk about a guy who would die for Loco Beach? No one would do it before Eric Osberg. He'd raise his hand first. He said he had a 7 out of 10 pain in that lead arm today. But he hears his number called after the Coconuts have struggled against Philly. Coach Crocco wants to try a unique matchup, and Eric Osberg, playing through an injury, is in the left-handed batter's box. Grade A watches it miss up.
Philly didn't like it. Does not matter. And again, it's one of those rare left-on-left matchups here.
Osberg, right side. It's comfortably handled by Eric Jones Jr., who grabs a trick play as well. Eric Osberg last night, 3 for 3 with 3 balls to the right side of the yard. It's more good contact, but Eric Jones Jr. was there in plenty of time to make the out. Just really good to see Eric Osberg back out there for the trajectory of this Coconuts season. He's such an important part of the middle of that order. The lineup doesn't look the same without his face in it, so it's good to see that he's doing all right. Ben Parker line drive, sneaks foul, it can't tightrope walk the chalk. Hit in place of Brett Carson there. We're back to the top of the order. Ben Parker home run would walk off the 6th and make it a 1-point game. He swung for the fences there, but came up well short. Philly still has the breaking stuff working at an elite level. He hasn't thrown 70 pitches yet today. Here is pitch 70. It's on the ground. Oh, nice stop from South. Throw over to first is not in time. Ben Parker, the fastest player at the beach, shows again that he moves his muscle mass at an unbelievable rate.
It's just a hair slow on the recovery. And again, you give a ton of credit there to South Trimble. It's a heck of a way to make sure you save a potential for an extra base knock there. But Ben Parker, he moves so fast.
Brings up TA. He swings to the first pitch to him. This could be trouble. Eric Jones Jr. wisely holds on to the ball. No need to try to do too much. It moves the inning walk-off run to second base and brings up big timber. Tanner Allen frustrated, swinging at the first pitch, and Eric Jones was able to grab the ball and go under the legs.
They call it no trick play because it didn't leave his hands. It didn't. You have to make sure the ball gets into the air just for a moment on that one. So it goes down and is unassisted out there for EJ, but will not go down as the 6th trick play.
Now all eyes on Dane Tofflin. Oh, that was the pitch to hit. Hanging breaking ball, got a lot of the zone. Tofflin, his eyes got real wide there. He was out in front of it. That's a pitch we're used to seeing him punish. Now in an 0-2 spot. Philly can make it a quality start with 1 pitch. The 0-2 just fended off over to the Firefighters dugout.
He worked him well inside with that one. Remember, you just told it. The hanging ball breaking. That time he leaves the hanging ball or the breaking ball going inside on him. Philly trying to jam him up.
Modest lead for Parker at second. Tofflin fended into right. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is. Ben Parker's in to score. It's a walk-off for Dane Tofflin, and we've got a 3-2 ball game at the beach. Go Loco, baby. Dane Tofflin, a timely hit in a big moment, cuts the deficit to 1 for the Nuts and gives these Queens a reason to dance. Coconuts feeling themselves. How about it? Second walk-off in the game. The Coconuts win the inning. It's now a 3-2 ball game, but here's a game within a game. Caden Bowler is a fish out of water.
Manchester, we know there's a lot of great freshwater fishing spots here, but sometimes when you catch a fish, it slips out of your hands and you end up playing a game that we like to call fish out of water. We got a loose fish on the pitching mound, and it is up to these 4 sheets to try to catch that fish. The sheet that does will be our winner. Sheets, on your marks, get set, go! Yellow sheet is gonna get that fish. He's in the lead, but the fish is elusive. He is off. He is dodging. The orange sheet is down. Blue sheet is trying to corner him, but he's getting away. White sheet thinks he's got it. Oh, he dives and misses. Orange sheet, yellow sheet is on his tail. Blue sheet is getting close, but the fish keeps swimming. Oh, white sheet coming in hot. Blue sheet, orange sheet, white sheet's got him. Orange sheet finishes it. Give it up for your winning sheet, the white sheet.
Oh man, they got Caden Bowler good. Get that guy in the A gap. Really hard tackle for the fish out of water. We get another look at it. 4 sheets trying to reel him in. The white sheet, after whiffing big earlier, secures the win and downs the fish. From a fish to an arch, you're gonna love this product. It's the big arch. Andy Archer out here for the 7th inning. He's 1-0 this year. Archer, 4.50 earned run average across 30 innings of work. He has been the face of consistency for this Coconuts bullpen. His 406 MPI, well above average. This first pitch is smashed. Grady Morgan able to get in just in time. Really well struck ball from Zachary Bridges. But sometimes, Zach, when you're slumping, it just feels like balls are finding gloves. He's still looking for his first hit this year in his 15th game.
I mean, that's so close, man. It sounds so good coming out of the bat as well. Zachary Bridges has flirted with that first hit tonight on a couple different occasions. Just couldn't get it there.
After a first pitch out, Andy Archer wheeling and dealing. He's got a strike against top of the order with Caden Peanut Green. Lofted right center field. This one's in the alley. Long run for Ben Parker, but he flashes the speed and gets it on the track. You know, back-to-back really well hit balls off Andy Archer. The Coconuts defense has just had other plans.
I mean, this is ridiculous. This is the second time that we've seen a fly out to Ben Parker that's gone 5 feet in front of the wall. Again, you just see the speed just naturally come from him. If it's almost any other center fielder, that might be a double standing up for Caden Peanut Green.
Instead, Parker brought it in, and there's 2 down with Dalton Cornett spitting on a strike. Andy Archer is working fast. He's just over a minute into this inning. This will slow things down. Let's do the Macarena before a pitch. Why not? Welcome to Loco Beach. Andy, I didn't know your hips could move like that. Archer told me he's felt skinnier in teal. You're looking good, my friend. Peyton Chatagnier, Sal Jacobo, and Andy Archer all hit a handstand as the pitch misses just outside. I like that one. That's back-to-back nights with real good 2-2 moments from the Nuts. After the shenanigans, he's right back in the zone.
Same place, but okay.
1-2. Slow roller. Jacobo goes between the legs. 360. You can count it. No, Jordan Brewer can't clamp it. He wanted a double trick play. Andy Archer gives him a pat on the back and some applause saying, it's all right, we're just fine. Because Andy Archer has really gotten 3 outs, just couldn't be closed by Brewer because it took a hop right before his leather.
That is now 3 times tonight Dalton Cornett has reached via trick play missed.
Wow.
When number 3's
Buy
up
a lotto
there,
ticket, huh?
Man, when number 3's up there, you might just want to get the out.
Logan Lacey, another trick play opportunity. Grady Morgan wisely just going to bring it in the easy way. Well, no easy way to field a banana ball, but much easier than tipping or going behind the back. After the trick play missed, the Coconuts ensure it doesn't lead to any damage. It's a scoreless first inning here in the 7th for Andy Archer. We go to the middle of the 7th inning. Coconuts with a walk-off could tie this game. And for the first time, we see the Firefighters dip into the bullpen. So how about it? What a day for Zach Phillips, who you know, might have a sour taste in his mouth after leaving on a walk-off, but still, take a bow. 3-point earning innings. He leaves the game with the lead through 6. It's his longest outing of the year. Entered today with 22 innings of work. Now he's at 28, and he's replaced by the man they call BK, Brian Trepanier.
BK, you know his story well. A Texas tailgater last year, was not selected in the Banana Ball player draft back in November, was working in the Banana Ball merch warehouse out in Pooler, Georgia. Gets a call beginning of February from Corey Pye. The Firefighters need him on the staff, and here he is. He got off to a really nice start over his first couple of months with the Firefighters. That ERA has gone up just a hair. The ball four sprints have become a problem as of late, but if BK can just sort of get himself figured out, he A, enters the game with a lead, but B, it's a one-trick play difference. Induce a couple ground balls, and now you're looking at the equalizer point.
And C, after Javon Ray got hit around a little bit last night, that 5.25 ERA that you said went up a little bit actually is the best on the Firefighters staff as it stands. So there's been no one better than Brian Trepanier. Imagine saying that at the start of the year when he wasn't even on a roster. This guy has stepped up, and the story speaks for itself. It's one of my favorites in the sport. But he's got to immediately deal with a longtime affiliated player and Big Ten Player of the Year, Jordan Brewer. He's got a lot of pop in that bat. Jordan Brewer watching it fly, but in front of the warning track. Armando Becerra gets to it. Ball went 390 feet, but didn't even reach the track. This is a park built for lefties. If that was to left center, it's gone. If it was to right center, it's gone, but it went to left center, and Becerra had plenty of time to get there.
Brewer thought it was all gone, but Becerra right there. It's not a play you can really get a trick play on, as that is a beautiful bender on the front door from BK.
You can tell Brewer thought that thing was long gone. Just the way he was looking at it.
Oh, he pimped it.
The way I look at things that I really love. You just saw it in his eyes.
The way you look at this drink you've just started taking a sip of.
Oh my gosh, I love tropical smoothie. Don't even get me started. All right, on the topic of Tro Smell, as we call it here at the beach.
What? Never heard that before. That's good.
You know, there's now an official Loco Beach drink, and for me, on the hierarchy of tropical smoothie, and this is high praise because I've had just about every smoothie on the menu, it ranks number 2. So I highly recommend trying it. It's behind the only one I like more, the Sunrise Sunset. Sunset's on that plate appearance. JD Urso holds it first with a ball 4 sprint. You know what? That gives me a chance to take a swig.
There you go. As Gideon Antle steps on in. The ball 4 sprints, again, continue to be the one thing with the Firefighters pitching staff that's been an issue. I got my Green Island Detox. Now, usually I get it no ginger with a little bit of strawberries in there. Ooh. But I'll tell you what, this Detox Island Green, I just said that completely backwards, by the way. I said Green Island Detox, not Detox Island Green. I usually get the ginger out with a little bit of strawberry in there and a fat burner, but this with the ginger is still mighty good.
Can I be the bearer of bad news? You're not going to like this.
Oh, God.
The reason it's called a detox is because of the ginger.
Sometimes.
It's okay. I don't like ginger either.
You
That's why I get the
your brain
Sunrise
too,
Sunset.
man.
My brain needs detoxed.
Every now and then we all do.
I need to put it in like one of those hydration stations on my feet, like ice it off.
BK really wanted a challenge. Hi, Tyler Keith. No Doritos today for TK.
He's such a vibe, man. So much life behind those eyes always.
BK didn't get the check down he wanted, but he does get the strike right there. 2-2 count.
Thank you for dialing us back in.
Trains on the tracks.
Antle works the count full. So now you got to watch JD Urso because this is one of the best baseball minds in this sport, and he is definitely aware of the situation. He may try to steal second here, anticipating a potential sprint that could win the inning. Yep, Urso's off to the races. Antle swing and miss. Bridges throw down's really good, but it gets into the outfield. Stolen base for JD Urso. Gideon Antle's down on strikes, but the inning-winning runs into scoring position because Urso is a heady ball player.
I think Gideon wanted, for most of that pitch, basically what would be a double steal.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my goodness. What just happened? Did JD Urso come off the bag?
Oh, geez.
Did Urso come off the bag, or did he? What's happened? That was just 2 outs. What's gone down here?
See it again.
I have not seen an explanation as to what has gone on. Did they say there was interference? Boy, I am perplexed. As my friend Drake Toll says, I am confusion. Whatever just happened, it has kept the Firefighters up 3-2 and just took a runner out of scoring position.
I'm just gonna drink my Trosmo and smile. Tends to fix everything.
What happened? Okay, so as we continue to do this, there's the equalizer point that is up for discussion here. It is a 6-5 difference in trick plays because the Coconuts now lead it. They can deny the equalizer point right here with this inning, but the Firefighters have a huge chance to get that extra point.
Breaking news. Breaking news. I understand what happened.
Please tell me.
They called interference on Gideon Antle with the catcher, which automatically has the runner out on the bases.
Oh my goodness.
That's the word from our official scorer, Riley Turner. So that is why the 7th ended so abruptly, and we're treated to more Big Arch.
So I'm going to go back and check the replay here real quick. Yep, there it is.
Sal Jacobo between the legs, across the infield. Brewer between them two. Double trick play and a big one for the Coconuts. Gives them some breathing room in the trick play column.
Yep, that's going to give the Firefighters defense a lot to handle in the bottom half of the inning as EJ goes up and swings.
Another swing and miss from Jones Jr. EJJ battles it off. Drifted foul.
That looked pretty good. The trick play count officially is 8-5. Again, that gives the Firefighters a lot to try to make up in the bottom half. EJ fouls that one back.
Yeah, it does. And the Coconuts still have 2 more potential chances for trick plays here. I think 4 is where it would get really comfortable. JJ battles it right back into the dirt.
The one thing the Firefighters could do is just score here, and then you give yourself an even bigger opportunity. Remember, EJ's first home run as a Firefighter came off of Andy Archer. Goodness gracious. That's a heck of a curve. EJ has 2 home runs this year. Both of them have come off of former Bananas.
Hard hit ball in the hot corner. That's a fair ball. No. Okay, the third base umpire, Eric Goldstein, saw otherwise.
Oh my gracious. That looked about as fair as you could get. Let's find out. This angle is probably not going to tell us very much. EJ was all the way at second before he realized it. Look at this.
And then you see him yelling, no, no way. There's no way. He was confident that was a fair ball.
I think all of us were.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be unbiased. Live, I definitely thought that went over the bag and was fair. But again, I will always, always, always denote the confidence to the person with the best vantage point. In this case, it's Eric Goldstein who called it foul. So the long strike just makes it a 1-2 look now. Big Arch is up there battling.
By the way, you can challenge a fair or foul ball. I think it's fair.
Uh-oh, ball gets by Vining. Jones is off to the races, and it's a steal of first base for Eric Jones Jr. So he's unfazed. That's a really good reaction from Jones after, seeing a hit taken from him. He's able to immediately recover and get on base on his own accord.
And now Noah Bridges will step on over there. It took a double away from him, though. He's not happy. Again, according to the Banana Ball rulebook, you can challenge a fair or foul ball call. Val Perez electing not to do it there.
And I'm going to give Val some credit as well. That's a really hard play to overturn.
Correct.
You kind of have to go with the call on the field because no angle is going to properly show you if that ball's fair or foul.
Yep. But for EJ, it robs him of an extra base knock.
Ooh, that was close for comfort at first base. Really good pick try from Andy Archer. Just better base running from Noah Bridges, the designated runner. Archer misses just outside.
Again, I cannot tell you enough. Noah Bridges is hot. As a base runner.
Zach, let me let you in on a secret. This is not a radio broadcast. People have eyes. They can see and make their own opinions on how he looks.
I know that. I'm just saying, if you look at that man and don't see that, I got to question your judgment.
When's the last time you got an eye exam?
That's a good question.
Big swing and miss. Andy Archer tells Darian McDowell to get his eyes checked. Swinging at the high heat and rolling the hips. Andy Archer gets a big time K. I'll tell you the last time I got my eyes checked. You know, I love to joke around. This is a very real story. Got my eyes checked because randomly in high school I was broadcasting a football game and said, hey, I can't really read the numbers. What's happened? Oh, you need prescription glasses. Don't like how they looked. I've never worn them since. Live my life on the edge. I think my eyes have adjusted because now I can see just fine. You can see Archer really intent on keeping Bridges at first with my own eyes.
Heard a couple of boo birds on that one, too.
One hopper, Chatanier, Jacobo up the middle. Nice play from the second baseman. Good scoop from the Salamander. It's a scoreless top of the 8th that gives the Coconuts a chance to tie this ball game going into the 9th with a run.
But the Firefighters only limit the trick play damage to 2 on that double trick play. So it's 5-8. That's a big one here, AJ.
5-8, those numbers don't do much for me. 3 little birds. That number, those animals, they make me feel something. Don't worry, be happy. We love you, YouTube chat. Spread some joy and smile during this one.
Little birds. Manchester, every little thing is going to be all right. Let's get Loco.
Every little thing is indeed going to be all right. No worries, YouTube. We have ourselves another inning and a half of Banana Ball and then another game, a rematch tomorrow. I mean, how could you worry knowing that we have so much fun on the docket?
This is what it's all about. The drama of it is spread amongst 3 cities. It's spread amongst 3 days at times. This is truly what this sport has grown into. BK has grown into a second inning here. Remember, his first ended, again, officially now ruled because of interference on Gideon Antle on the strikeout that affected the throw from Zachary Bridges, who still almost got the throw down in time to South Trimble enough to catch the runner stealing in J.D. Urso. And now Grady Morgan comes on in. A 3-2 game. Firefighters need 4 trick plays in the frame to get that equalizer point, which we have seen in this matchup between these two can prove to be massive.
Big time half inning. Who wants it more? Starts with a missed low to Grady Morgan.
It's imperative here for Firefighter pitchers like BK. You've got to induce ground balls in the 8th inning.
1-0. Morgan. High fly ball. Bridges runs out of real estate. This one's ticketed for the seats and never a chance for a play. It takes a weird carom off the netting.
This is one of those situations, too, where if you're the Firefighters, you're almost rooting for the balls not to get into the crowd, because a fan-caught foul ball takes away an out for a potential trick play or a double trick play.
At the same time, you'd be really happy to go into the 9th with any lead.
Correct.
So 3 outs, you're going to take them any way you could get them here.
Correct.
Especially now on a 3-1 count to number 31, G-Morg. Huge reality TV fan, and he be the sole survivor here. He can. Grady Morgan drilled into right field. It's back at the track and gone. Grady Morgan, first career home run, is a walk-off that sends us to the 9th tied. Welcome to the beach. Rub that head and let it tell you the future. Grady Morgan's destiny was a long ball to right, and we have a brand new ball game on his first career banana ball home run.
What's up, man? What do you
Grady,
got for me?
is this the drama that you dreamed about, a walk-off first career home run there?
I dreamed about this last night.
Well, it's real life. Back up to you guys.
Don't have to dream, believe it when you see it. Good things happen to good people. Grady Morgan's been waiting for his opportunity patiently and just took full advantage. A mammoth blast to make it a 3-3 game as we head to the 9th and learn about the rules.
To take a look at the scoreboard. With the Coconuts now tied with the Firefighters 3-3. But in banana ball, the final inning is the most important because every run counts as a point. Manchester, New Hampshire, your energy's been amazing all night, but it all comes down to this. This is the final inning!
Stop me if you've heard it before, but the comeback Coconuts have just done it again. Trailed by 2 on 2 separate occasions in this game, but it's now knotted at 3s, and we have a unique storyline on the mound. C.J. Williams does not get the 9th inning. After he pitched 2 innings yesterday, Coach Crocco, pitching coach Andy Morales, give the ball to the big Arch. Andy Archer, after 2 scoreless innings, is going to be trusted to bring his bats up in a tie ball game in the 9th. He's going to have to find 3 outs without giving up a run to do that again. In the 9th inning, every run counts as a point. This is the highest leverage spot of Andy Archer's banana ball career. The last time he closed a game was his sophomore year of college. That was before he had even transferred to Hawaii, where he's so known and loved. Now, he hears his number called in a huge moment and tries to kick the door down.
And Armando Becerra will lead us off. This has been the hottest bat for the Firefighters over the last 10 games. 400 average coming into tonight over the last month. What does he have in store tonight?
Ball right back to Archer. Gets by him. Jacobo's got it. And he's got it over to Brewer between the legs. Why not add one in for the Salamander? It's a quick out for Andy Archer. Jacobo moving the hips. There's one down. Archer has looked really good through 2 1/3 in this high leverage spot.
If there's going to be a golden at bat used here by Val, I would expect it comes in the next batter or 2.
They're going to let Dakota McFadden hit for himself amidst an 0-for-3 game. His .310 batting average would tell you he's due. Hard chopper gets through the hole. Dane Toughlin lunges for it, but can't get a glove there. It's a single for McFadden. He was due. And Zach, you're on the money. I see a golden robe down in that Firefighters dugout. Let's see who's going to hit in place of Zachary Bridges.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Firefighters are invoking the Golden Batter Rule. Hitting in the place of Zachary Bridges, here is Caden Peanut Green.
Well. The man who is due to lead off the next turn of the order, which is literally in 1 AB, is getting his first golden AB of 2026. The man over 400, Caden Peanut Green. I want to tell you, Dakota McFadden has been taken off the base pads. Noah Bridges is in. That will be as a pinch runner, so D-Mac's night is done. But what a final swing as Caden Green steps in and takes a ball.
Love this decision from Firefighters head coach Val Perez, because Caden Green's also on deck. Andy Archer's going to have to beat him twice. Didn't go around there, and it's a 2-0 count.
He held it back good enough.
Big spot here in the top of the 9th. Can Archer hold on? Peanut win the battle. First we try a pick, no avail. The 2-0. Bridges off for the races. Great pop from Vining. His throw's way offline and into center field. Peyton Chatanier with a really good deke, just held the runner in second. He fake had the ball in his glove and it fooled Bridges, who could have got to third. That's a heads-up play from the SEC product.
The ball actually did get away from him. Noah just too late to realize it, and by the time he looked back up, But hey, it's a 3-0 count. There's no need to force it with Peanut already coming back up here. Potential ball four sprint on the table.
Good location from Archer. 3-1 now. A ball four sprint would give the Firefighters the lead right back. Andy Archer's got other plans. His 3-1 kick hits him. Caden Green wears it on the numbers. He's going to get replaced on the bases because he has another look against Andy Archer. The golden batter was also the man on deck. Zachary Bridges, who was originally in that spot, is going over to take on the base pass. And I'll tell you what, all things considered, a hit by pitch, not the end of the world for Andy Archer there.
No, it's actually, it just saved a run. It just saved a point. Now Peanut officially has to go touch first base, then get replaced by Zachary Bridges. That's why we do the whole ceremony there. If Peanut gets out of the way of that, a run scores and Peanut's at first. Except not, but you know what I'm saying. But now Peanut, who just took 4 bad ones in 5 pitches, is now going to get a shot to go back up against the guy. As the leadoff hitter, as we turn the order back over. Very banana ball inning right here. We go from big on big to big on big again.
Archer starts this fight much better, my goodness. Bring out the paintbrush and hit the corner for strike 1. Ball on the ground could end the top of the inning. It is on the ground, but it's beyond Tofflin, who is shaded towards the bag. Oh no. Noah Bridges comes up limping. He was ready to round third. Oh, that is not what you want to see.
Oh my goodness.
Noah Bridges comes up limping. Oh no. Not like this, not in this moment.
Oh my goodness. Noah immediately holding that leg.
Man. His brother behind him on the bases, immediately worried, going to check on Noah.
Oh no.
One of the fiercest competitors in this sport would not take him out of the game. If there wasn't something serious potentially wrong, you just have to hope Noah Bridges is okay. It's good to see him walking off under his own power. That could have potentially scored a run, but you see him come up limping, and instead the bases are loaded behind Andy Archer.
Noah is limping right now, not being helped, but he is limping. Goodness gracious. You hate that for that young man, knowing what he's been through in his career. He's had a leg injury that took all of 2024 away from him. You hope he's all right.
DC3 drilled in the left. This should be deep enough to score the go-ahead run. Tyner Hughes is taken over on third. Grady Morgan unleashes, but there's no play at the plate, and the Firefighters have a 4-3 lead on a sac fly from Dalton Cornett. Mr. Clutch connects again.
DC3 has had a night where he's had 3 trick plays missed that have gotten him on base, and now finally gets an RBI there for him. Boy, he was awfully close to getting the first ever grand slam in the Firefighters' history.
Here's Logan Lacey. Showtime watches it miss, blown away. So Archer's already surrendered the lead. Now it's about stopping the bleeding.
Lacey and Archer have some history. Florida State, Georgia Tech, remember that. They have faced each other before. Lacey has hit off of Archer in college. So he looks Zachary Bridges back at second.
That time at Tech, the last time Andy Archer ever closed out a game. Oh man, really nice changeup. Took a lot off of it, got Lacey way out in front. Now the dealer has all the cards to his chest. See if he can come up with an ace. Archer not there, and handcuffs Lacey with some chin music. Lacey, high fly ball. Frustration because Parker just closed out the top of the 9th. However, just as quickly as the Firefighters surrendered their lead, they get it back in the very next frame. It's a 4-3 game. The comeback Coconuts have already came back in this contest. Do they have more cardiac energy in them? Who wants to be the hero? Who's going to step up to the plate? Well, only time's going to tell as we go down to Cocoa before we get to the final half inning.
Have turned the tides and are now leading over the Coconuts 4-3. Going into the bottom of the 9th, the Coconuts now need 1 run to tie and 2 to walk away and win this game. Manchester, I need your energy one more time because this is it!
This is it. And here comes the closer for the Firefighters, Johnny Hummel, Ka-chow, the Lightning Kid, with a signature entrance.
The Candyman is the closer. He's calm, he's cool, and he's pressure personified. Johnny Lightning Hummel. The last time we saw him against the Coconuts, it did not go his way in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Gave up 3 in game 2 and ultimately won the Loco Beach Coconuts the contest. But the last time we saw Johnny in general was at Memorial Stadium. He struck out back-to-back batters with runners on second and third to end the inning, keep the Bananas scoreless, and he showed it with emotions we have never seen from that young man before. Tonight, he's got a chance at some redemption against this rookie team, and he's got a chance to tie this series up at 1.
This is not your typical bottom of the order. It's 8, 9, and 10 due up for the Coconuts here, but Ashby Vining hits 8th with an average north of 300 and the most walk-offs on this Coconuts team. Peyton Chatagnier is in the on-deck circle, but he's vacant. So reading between the lines, you're probably going to get Ashby Vining, Golden Batter, Eric Osberg. That's as tough of a bottom of the order as you're going to find. And it starts with Ashby Vining, the face of the beach, trying to get yet another 9th inning rally started. No team's done it better than the Coconuts. They've got the most points in the 9th inning in the Banana Ball Championship League. Said it once, we'll say it again. It's big on big, and the bottom of the 9th is underway. Vining over to short. Peanut can't get to it. Cuts through the heart of the defense like a knife, and the face of the beach stays mighty clutch. 1 Johnny Hummel pitch, 1 Coconuts hit. Vining replaced on the bases by Armani Henderson, and my reading between the lines is good. I don't need to get my eyes checked because it's Golden Batter time, baby.
Are invoking the Golden Batter rule. Hitting in place for Peyton Chatagnier is the Coconut Cowboy, number 10, Tanner Allen!
2021 National Player of the Year. Picked 3 different times in 3 back-to-back years in the MLB draft. He's a national champion. He's the league's leader in hits. His name is Tanner Allen. He can win it with a single swing. Allen, skyscraper foul over the grandstand. Tying runs on first with Armani Henderson. A long ball would win it for the Nuts. Hummel working from the stretch. Looks at Armani Henderson. Looks again. Lets the 0-1 loose. Allen watched it miss in the dirt. Henderson's back into first. Thought about trying to advance, but wise to hold up there. Don't want to make the moment any bigger than it has to be in the 9th. Good job by Bridges to just keep that in front of him, holding Henderson at first base. 1-1 count now. Tanner Allen, high hopper. This could be 2. It is. Eric Jones Jr. touches the bag. Caden Peanut Green tags Armani Henderson, and the bases are empty on a double play.
Big time stuff from that guy right there, Johnny Hummel. But then EJ, quick over to Peanut, and the Firefighters are 1 away from a massive win.
What a story this is. The injured, the tattered Eric Osberg up with 2 outs in the 9th. Putting it all on the line for his team with a strain in that lead bicep. Osberg doesn't know the words day off. He's never had them here. The 1-0 to the left side of the infield. Showtime goes between the legs, and the Firefighters win it 4-3.
You better believe it. I've called this team the grittiest team in banana ball, and you just saw why in the 9th inning. The Firefighters, a night after getting their hearts ripped out, come right back in the 9th inning against the team known as the Comeback Coconuts. They absolutely find ways to win, and they leave Loco Beach with one win, with a chance to get that series tomorrow night, right back here in Manchester, New Hampshire. We go swinging, we go pitching, and now we go giving the fire. The Firefighters just keep finding ways. A night after getting a lesson in some capacity. Zach Phillips talked to me about that. He said, we had to find ways to lock back in after a football stadium game and win. And boy, tonight, it's Zach Phillips, who you could very well make the argument could be the showman of the game. You could very well make the argument that that's the most important appearance he has ever had in his banana ball career. That was an incredible performance from Philly. It was an incredible 9th inning from Johnny Hummel. But the guy who helped turn it around for the Firefighters in the field is the showman of the game tonight. For the second time in 3 nights, his name is Eric Jones Jr. That mustache, he said, might leave after Lincoln. I bet you it won't now, given how good he's played. After a leadoff strikeout, he goes single, he goes 2 RBI single, he goes steal a first base, and oh, by the way, just help turn a double play to get the Firefighters off a jam in the 9th inning. 3 RBI for the veteran of the sport. That mustache is beautiful, and his night tonight was even more pristine.
Man, EJJ is just playing on a different level right now. After a walk-off in Lincoln, Nebraska, he plays a big part in forcing a rubber match tomorrow. And how poetic is it? How lucky are we that we get a rematch tomorrow? These two teams are just so well matched. Both had 10 hits. The Coconuts tonight, the equalizer point for the Firefighters, started hot early and did enough in the 9th inning against Andy Archer to secure a 4-3 win.
Look at how close this is yet again. 6 runs to 3, 10 hits apiece, and it's 9 trick plays to 6. I think the Firefighters were much better defensively tonight, and you could see it there. Because there were a couple times they could have chased the trick plays, but they needed the outs, and they had a maturity about it, and they just went for the outs. That shows the sign of a team that can learn their lesson, and the Firefighters did that tonight here on the shores of the Merrimack River, which I learned about in the broadcast. But tonight, Firefighters even the series up at 1. They get their 14th win of the year, and we talked about it earlier with the Banana Ball Championship League standings. Those wins are massively important here in the mid part of the year.
Something like that. Hey, you should drink Tropical Smoothie, by the way. It's pretty cool that we get these free drinks for the game. What is this, my 5th today? I don't know, but I'm taking full advantage of it because Trosmo rocks, dude. So does Banana Ball. Are you kidding me? I mean, Zach, what a fun couple of nights. We've seen offense. We've seen fireworks. We saw Grady Morgan's first career home run. We saw Armando Becerra go yard to the same part of the park last night. But the story tonight, yes, Eric Jones Jr., to me, it's Zach Phillips. What he just did on the mound cannot be overstated. It simply cannot be overstated. He changed the entire trajectory and outlook, not only of the game, but of the series, because the Firefighters only used 3 pitchers tonight. Philly went 6, and it is going to pay dividends tomorrow. I can assure you of that.
Yep, you saved Jared Donaldson's arm for tomorrow. You saved Ben Dumm another night for tomorrow. Johnny Hummel will almost certainly be in tomorrow night. Javon Ray will likely get another crack at it, and it's because of what Philly just did. That's as big of a performance, I think, as he's ever had in his Banana Ball career. And I don't think he'll get the credit for the win officially in the stats. That's a win that should go in your minds, in your hearts, in your souls as a win for my guy, Philly.
Man, Loco Beach is just rubbing off on all my friends. Look in your heart, look in your soul, and find a reason to smile. Because I'll tell you what, anytime I get down, I think to myself, man, you know, these 3-4 things that are really beating me up, they're far outweighed by the millions of reasons I have to smile. First and foremost, it's all of you that are sticking with us to the end. Thank you so much for opting to spend your Friday evening here with myself alongside Zach Staten, with Michael Schwartz beachside. Chadwick Folkstead producing, and Keegan Woods, the director, back in Savannah. I'm saying so long and go Loco. Spread love, spread joy, and make someone smile. It's what the world's all about. We'll keep doing it even amidst a loss. Your final score, Firefighters 4, Coconuts 3, and we've got a rubber match tomorrow.
Axe is up, everybody.